What we got at that time?
Well,
Oh, what
where
are
am
you
I?
doing down there? What the heck is it?
What's going on?
You clicked the wrong button.
Error.
All right. Well, hey, everybody. Sorry, we're getting ahead of that 10% better.
Yeah.
Getting ahead of that early this time. So, all right. Well,
Yeah.
that's not quite the smooth transition that we're usually
no one
capable
saw
of.
anything. It was
In
fine.
fact, we almost didn't see you in the first place.
Yeah, I know.
Ah,
Just putting, just fix up the cables down here. It's gotta
tying my shoes.
Yeah, tying my shoe, and then I'm good.
All
Done.
right. Well,
Yeah.
how are you?
I'm good. Good. Busy. Busy.
Well, good.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good for the most part. It's been a busy weekend. Busy couple of weeks actually.
Yeah, you got some stuff.
Yeah, I got some stuff and spending a lot of time outside. And
Yeah.
man, I got birdie burned last weekend and got extra burned this weekend, and it just keeps going. But man,
Yeah, you need some
productivity.
You need some more fire resist.
What?
Fire resist. Oh. Okay,
What?
so in resist is short for resistance, and in gamer terminology, fire resistance would mean you take less fire damage.
Ah.
And you're sunburnt. And
Okay. Okay.
and that's the joke.
Well, that was going to be the joke anyway. So, all right. Well, sorry about that. I wasn't picking up what you were putting down there.
No, it's fine. Here, we'll start over here. Let's go down here.
All right. No, well, why don't you just go back to the other screen real quick, and we can start this normal.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, no,
Fire resist.
Start off. That's a good point. That's really good. That's a clever joke.
Yep. I got.
Chortle.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, go.
It won't turn off. My sounds are not sounding
or something
right.
on
Yeah.
your little magic board there. Got to get down, fix those cables apparently.
But yeah, you got stuff.
Yeah, I bought things.
You bought things.
Well, technically, I bought it 2 months ago, something like that.
Oh.
And it's just taken a while to get here because it had to make another stop first. But anyway, would you like to pull it up on the magic board and so people actually know what's going on?
We show the rest of the class. Let's see if my buttons actually work or if I'm gonna have to manually do this. Hey, buttons work.
Oh, that's pretty good. I was gonna say I had zero confidence in anything happening there. Anyway,
yeah. People can hear us, right? We're not just looking at each other and.
Something's apparently funny. I don't understand the joke. Anyway.
Yeah. I'm assuming they can.
Hey, everybody. How's the audio today? Is everything else going all right? Nothing's going good over here, so we hope it's coming out good on your end.
It's all fine. We were ready early, and then I don't know what happened. Everything was great. The setup was good. The camera positions were fine.
That's a thing about hubris.
We just flew too close to the sun.
I guess. No, everything went really good. Usually we have all the headaches before the camera goes live, and now we were feeling too dang good, and, well, here we are.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah. So I got... Well, actually, I didn't get burned up today. I got burned up yesterday at a swap meet there at the drag strip towards the other end of the valley. And it was raining in the morning, and I wasn't really too concerned about it. And then the sun came out, and it just stayed out the whole time. And I should have worn a hat.
Yeah, sun's a deadly laser.
Apparently, yeah, it's pretty sensitive stuff up there now.
Yeah,
but anyway,
we gotta get you a big old hat. Like a big old hat.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'll get a normal type hat.
No, big old
normal guy hat. I can't wear normal guy hats. It's
no.
Bad scene.
No,
bad scene.
Neither can I. My head's too big.
My head's too weird, apparently.
Yeah.
People say, "Hey, here's this ball cap. Wear a ball cap." I put the ball cap on, and they say, "No, that's not working. Take it back off."
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But
anyway,
what is this? What is this?
Well, it started out life as a 55 Studebaker, and somebody apparently in the 50s, as far as I can tell, based on the style of the work done, uh, changed up the grill situation and louvered the hood and modified the hood a little bit on the corners.
Mm.
I guess I should be over here pointing at this. I'm pointing at the screen, not the
Yeah. Here.
actual whiteboard screen.
Here,
Anyway,
point.
the
There.
what I should do is I guess I should have had a picture of what the grill was supposed to look like, but
Oh, well.
that's on the car that's in the background here that you can't see because the grill's off of it. But that's great. Okay, how's the weather over there?
It's good.
Like a weatherman. Um,
As you can see, we have Studebaker's coming in from the east. It's a little muddy, a little sunny. You should wear a hat,
matter of fact,
a really big hat.
apparently, we'll see how that goes. But no, this was I actually purchased this at the same time as the one that's hidden in the carport there.
Mm.
I was originally going to use this one for parts, and then realized it's actually probably nicer than anything else that I've got in the driveway.
It looks really nice.
So, it's got paint. It has a lot of paint. And
well, not just that, the bodywork is like.
Pretty straight. It's a bit boogered up here. It got hammered hard in the back. In fact, can you tell in this? What picture would that be?
This one?
The one in the middle, where you can see it on the trailer. You really can't. You can kind of tell where they got hammered right here in this whole corner here.
Enhance.
No, sure. Yeah, this rear taillight on the right-hand side was pushed in probably about a foot and a half, and that whole quarter panel was buckled in real bad. Deck lid was pushed in, and so it worked out pretty well because the guy I got it from, I'm pointing at the screen as if you can see me pointing at the screen.
Yeah, the guy. That guy.
I'm not good at this.
He's under the car. That guy.
Not anymore. He was for a minute. But the guy I got it from has this ramp truck, which is super nice. And when I was kind of hemming and hawing about buying the cars or not, and I was like, oh yeah, then I'll have to get a trailer. And he's like, nah, I'll just throw it on the ramp truck and we'll drag it over. Because he was just probably about 20 minutes away, and so it worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
And then I was like, mentioning, I'll probably have to come along and strap this thing to a tree somewhere and see if I can pull the back of the body out. And he's like, well, I know so-and-so at the wrecking yard that has a frame rack, and so we could probably pull that frame into shape. And I was like, oh, okay, well, keeps getting better and better. So they got the majority of the got the back of the car pulled out roughly into where it's supposed to be, or at least in the neighborhood, and loaded the thing up, brought it to me, and hauled off the junk one seen in the other pictures here, the right-hand side.
Oh, the one you're welding?
No, I'm cutting apart.
I
was actually cutting off that cross member so I could save the suspension.
Yeah, it's a cutting torch.
Haul off the rest of that body, because it was ended up cutting the doors out because the doors were rusted up, but the sheet metal itself was straight enough to work with on one of them, and so it's it's kind of a weird deal where I originally got the car hoping to fix, and then realized when I got it home that there was no fixing it. I would have to replace basically every piece of sheet metal on it, and at that point, why not just start with a better car?
Yeah, fair enough. So you got a better car.
Yeah, so got these pieces cut off, and then he actually dragged the old one out. So this happened twice. Had 2 cars that I cut up, and 2 cars that I bought, and he's got a friend at the wrecking yard, so he's like, yeah, I'll just drop one car off and pick up the other one, and then when you're ready for the second batch, then I'll drop that one off and haul the other one off too. So basically, I got 2 cars and lost 2 cars and didn't have to do much about it except for be there at my house.
Yeah.
So that worked out pretty good. But this is a as far as I can tell in the brief archaeological work I was able to do with it today, it looked like it was modified first. You want to go up to that kind of top or left hand smiley picture again?
Yeah. This one?
As far as I can tell, it looked like it was modified in the 50s. Just the style of that, the front end is very indicative of kind of a, I'd say almost like 55 to 57 was pretty common. So it's almost like it was modified when it was still a fairly young car, which is interesting, and actually was modified with lead, back in the old lead sled days,
Yeah. Primate, he didn't get into vintage tin. Nathan is vintage tin.
I was born into it.
Molded by it. Where am I? There I am.
About. No, my dad got his first Studebaker when he was in high school, and then when you have one, you just end up with more, and I'm not sure how that works, but it happens, and
Yeah.
I don't know any different.
Yeah,
And
you
so
just work on it. Yeah. No, it's.
yeah,
I
no,
mean,
then the louvers themselves are actually a much more 50s style, the much more traditional style that's more kind of rounded on top, whereas a lot of the later, into the 70s, there was much more squared off on top and a little bit flatter on the sides on the punched louvers.
hmm.
And so but there's evidence that the car was originally kind of a coral pinkish color, but it is painted white apparently at some point, which I imagine was when it was first modified.
Yeah.
It was white, wheels were gold with chrome wheel covers and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And then later, it's got license plates from '64 in the back.
Oof.
And so, as far as I can tell, sometime in the early to mid '60s, it was also modified again a little bit because there's some plastic body filler in a few spots,
Hmm.
and then it was painted the black.
Okay.
So,
Black's nice.
kind of interesting.
I like it. I like this in a black.
So
But
it's not my favorite front end treatment, but I also like the stock front end. But I like the true traditional. This isn't something that somebody built in the style of the old ways.
Well,
It's just a natural product of the
one might
50s.
say it's even modded.
Very much.
Yeah.
Very much.
Yeah.
So,
But
anyway.
it looks good. So, looking at this picture,
Yes. It's missing
So-
a door.
yes, the door. There's
And
some stuff.
well,
What
that's
is-
the dash. The dash is not in the on
The dash is a little far away from where it should be. A little
Well-
out of place.
that dash is actually out of the car that got hauled away
Oh.
because the dash that was in this car is actually in the car that's in the carport behind it.
Hmm.
It's a long story. There's a lot of part swapping going
Yeah.
around. A lot of things going in different places.
Okay.
So
okay.
it's but this is actually the dash out of a '55 Speedster, which was a low production kind of a high end, a sport coupe is kind of what they called it. It was supposed to be Studebaker's first sports model. It was
Okay.
luxury and fancy and all that kind of stuff, and had a kind of a one-off dash that is kind of extra special. So it's kind of cool to have two of those when there's I think
Yeah.
production was only 2,215 or something like
Oh
that.
wow. So
I
yeah,
think there's
they're
300 of
like
them known to exist in today.
Yeah.
The odds of having two is rather slim, so that's fun.
Nice, nice. So how much work do you reckon until this starts to be able to move on its own horsepower?
This thing's actually not too bad. I've got a door. In fact, I've got the door hanging next to it right now. The biggest
Nice.
issue on this is going to be, the body work on that rear passenger quarter. But I think we're going to reframe this one because I've got my 53 out behind that I don't think you can see in any of these pictures that I actually have a 64 GT frame for because that frame was a little heavier duty, and that's going to be built into the convertible someday. And so when
Okay.
that frame comes out, the original 53 frame, I'm going to bolster it up a little bit and put it under this 55. So right now it's just going to get, right now it's kind of a placeholder. I'm going to start throwing
Yeah.
some parts at it, doing a little bit of work, but that's not my main focus right now. I'm still focusing on keeping the Lark running and then
Yeah.
hoping to get the President, as you can see in that
The orange one. Yeah.
top middle. It's red technically. I'd need to
Oh.
buff it out again. Trying to get it, my goal is to get it running again
Oh, that's not
this
that's
year.
not running. I thought that was that one looks like done. It looks like at
Well,
least from that
it
angle.
runs. Well, it doesn't have a carburetor on it right now because I pulled it off before winter, and I just need to get back out now that the weather's nice and figure out why it's got a weird dead spot when you take off. But otherwise, it's actually when it's running, it runs good. It's just when it stops and tries to run again, it doesn't like doing that.
Fair. Have you
Yeah,
tried
so this
turning
is-
it off and on again?
I did that several times. In fact,
Ah.
it turned itself off in the middle of traffic several times,
That's not good.
and turning it back on only helped for a minute.
Fair enough.
Anyway, this is merely just the banter for people to roll in, and so we're not trying to talk about the cool stuff that people care about
This is the cool stuff
while
people
people are
care
still
about.
walking in.
Look at that. Also, I want to ask, did you blur this or did my software blur this?
No, I blurred that real
Okay.
quick. This is a picture I posted online as well.
Yeah.
Your software is pretty cool, but it's not quite that cool.
Yeah,
offense.
no, all good. I was just gonna pat myself on the back. Like I remember installing identity software ages ago, but I didn't know if it actually worked or not. So, yeah. It's all coming together. Yeah, looks good.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
It's cool. I've always wanted like to build a traditional '50s custom, and now I just have to pick up where this guy left off. So I'm already thinking about
He
doing
left
some
off
Packard
many
taillights.
years ago.
Apparently,
Yeah.
it's got no engine. It's missing a motor mount, and so I like stewed power, but since this thing's modified anyway, it probably wouldn't have had Studebaker power, in its day.
Yeah.
In fact, there's evidence that the radiator mounts were modified, so it could have had a different radiator and a different engine, stuff like that. So I'm going, leaning towards Buick, doing like a 331, or not 331, that's Cadillac, 401, 425 nail head. If I can get an intake that'll fit under the hood, because I don't want to punch a hole in the hood on this one, because it's full of louvers. If it didn't have the louvers on there, then it'd be a whole different deal.
I was gonna say you can have like those mufflers that come out. Are those mufflers or air intakes? I don't know. I've always seen them in like animated shows of the things that come out of the hood.
Well, generally, that it's should be an intake if it's coming through the hood.
Yeah.
You really don't want exhaust coming out the top unless you're doing demo derby or something like that. Or if
little Mad Max
you're a
going
special
on.
boy and need attention or something. But
Look, I gotta make sure my car is so loud that it can be heard 3 states over because I wasn't hugged as a child.
I was young once. I ran cherry bombs in high school. Anyway, we'll have to do car time another time when we can just talk about cars and stuff. Because right now we're talking foam, right?
Foam. Maybe. Let's see if I can get it up.
Good luck there.
And yeah.
All right, we got it.
Yeah. So we'll have what do we have? We have 2 weeks, a little bit over 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks and change.
2 weeks and change.
Yeah, 2 weeks and 3. I'm just gonna look at a calendar here, like a civilized human being, instead of speculating. Yeah, it's 2 weeks and 3 days.
Yeah, 2 weeks, 3 days, and all good, Alec.
Basically.
We'll see you later, man. Thanks for stopping by.
Right on.
So I know it's like
thanks for stopping in. We'll say nice things about you when you're gone.
It's like middle of the night for them, right? Let's see, time in Sweden. Yeah, it's 1:22 a.m.
Oh, geez, man. Yeah. Yeah, appreciate you stopping in.
Yeah. No, it's people are finishing up. A lot of cool work's being done.
I was having a hard time keeping up with everything this last couple of weeks. Seems like every time I logged on to Discord, there's a couple updates.
Now I'm running around so many ways. It's just like, oh yeah. And it's like, cool, a new update. Now I have everything muted on Discord except for like friends messaging me and people updating on the MERGEMASTERS Discord. That's it. And if they at me on the MERGEMASTERS Discord for help or something. Moderator life. But yeah. So we went over that last time with Vile.
Yes, the cool little shutter doors, which is that was really cool.
And then this, I like Vile's setup. I see his vision, and I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, no, it's
the storage.
Having a good build space really helps productivity.
Yeah.
I'm still having problems with that myself.
I'm currently drafting up designs for my computer desk / mod station.
Nice.
And because I'm like, I'm looking at buying stuff, but at the end of it, I'm just like, I'm just gonna make it. It's like no one has exactly what I want, so I'm just gonna make it myself and just get a lot of 2x4s. Because the Home Depot near me, for some reason, next weekend's having a sale on wood. I don't know, something happened, but it's 50% off. So if I can get decent 2x4s for $1 each, 8-foot long 2x4s.
Oh geez.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, yeah. Make sure those things are straight. Just sight down them before you pick them up.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna go buy
stock up now and figure out what to do with them later.
I don't have the room. I just got it. I just gotta fill them up. I'll ship them to you. Here you go. It cost me like $500 or something. Yeah.
But it was such a good deal, I couldn't pass it up.
Exactly. Yeah, just gonna
Been there.
call. I'm gonna call from your missus. Why the heck are there 2 tons of 2x4s in my backyard?
Honestly, we're working on some landscape projects anyway, so we would make quick work of those for sure. So she might be like, "Hey, thanks for sending this weird random
Yeah.
pile of lumber. What
Actually,
are we gonna do with it?"
I mean, if you really need it, it might be cheaper, to be honest. Just the weird logistics of it. Yeah. I mean, Vile, the painting booth does, yeah. I mean, I saw the picture of your painting booth. It makes sense it takes priority, but, I mean, this is like 90% done, so.
Well, this just looks like just storage. Sounds like he's got to build a whole dang booth before he can complete things.
Yeah.
So, it's a pretty sweet setup, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Vile has a great setup with his camera mount and everything as well as audio.
Yeah, I'll have to have you come up north a little bit and build something cool up here, maybe. I just need to figure out how I need to use my space before I get too crazy.
I guess. Yeah, you gotta like draft up a plan, get some strategization going on. Even it's just like a stick figure drawing. This goes here, this goes here, this goes that, and you're good.
Well, it's not so much the planning; it's figuring out how I want to use the space in the first place.
Ah, fair.
I move things around, and I'm still not happy with it.
Yeah, I get you.
That's my problem. We're not talking about my problems anymore.
Yeah, that's all good. But yeah, so Vile's keeping on.
And looking good.
Yeah, it's looking good. It's always looking very smooth. It's all coming together.
I like that detent. That little looks like a ball detent put in there.
Right there?
Yeah. Instead of using the kind of front little notch thing that the Nightingale mags generally use.
Yeah.
Yeah, just use a little ball detent in the back, which I thought was super cool. Where did you get that? Is that, I guess you can just buy those, right?
Yeah, no, but I want to know too. Where did you get that Vile? And I also agree with you in it, putting your workbench in like a CAD thing, even if you're just making basic shapes, so you can get a really nice cut list. It's so nice. But yes, where'd you get this ball detent? I want tell us your secrets. What are your secrets? Because I've played around with a few different ball detents. None of them work well. They're either too strong or too weak. And you find that Goldilocks one that's just right. Just right. Because mag releases are a pain when designing a blaster. You just have a decent...
Yeah, especially one that's designed to have the mag release in front of the mag, Nightingale and Venom Pro and stuff like that. So yeah, that takes some weird linkage or something.
3mm. I am totally not doing that right now. Don't worry. Don't mind the man behind the curtain. No, AliExpress, I don't want to buy an Easter bunny. 3mm ball.
A whole dang bunny?
It's like a inflatable detent. 5mm.
Detent.
Detent. Okay.
That could be awfully handy for a number of things.
All right. Okay, I'll put that to my cart, and I will order that after stream. I'll order a 3mm and a 5mm. So they're like a few bucks each for 5. I mean, yeah.
For science.
Science. Gotta science. Well, I have a dude I'm talking with on Monday. Is it Monday or Tuesday? Tuesday about designing a blaster for me. So we're trying to work out mag release. So it's Baldy Dent could it go a long way. But yes, and we'll see that. Yes, this is nice and it looks nice.
Subtle.
Yeah, it's subtle. It's easy. It holds it in place. It's all good. Yeah. It's coming along very, very clean. See, this is like Vile's superpower. A few people in MERGEMASTERS have it, but yes, there's some there's some pock marks and stuff, but this looks so like baby bottom smooth. It's just like it's all it's all the pieces that are not all different pieces are
But
now
everything's
all
all
one. It's all merged, one might even say, together.
masterfully.
Yeah, masterfully merged. It's good. Yeah.
I like that touch.
The vent.
Instead of having the little individual little boxes, he carved the walls out in between and went for a little more of a slotted detail
Yeah, yeah,
on the vents. So there
yeah,
again, a nice subtle little detail. It looks correct, but isn't. But you wouldn't guess otherwise.
yeah. Nah,
Which that's some
it's
of my favorite.
oh yeah. No, I'm looking forward to the finishedness of this blaster.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can see Star Wars. The mouse might come after you.
Star.
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 Star Wars. There's no R.
Star.
Star. Yeah, no,
Close
it's
enough.
yeah. I don't know. I like vents. I like vents on blasters. I don't know why, but I like vents on blasters, and it looks good. It's all coming together really nicely. Oh, he had a description. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I guess we should just read.
We don't. No one reads nowadays. It's got to be a 30-second TikTok with a Subway Surfer playing to the side. See, you know what it is. You know what that is. I know I hurt you mentally by saying that, and that makes me happy. Because I'm pretty sure you know what that is because of me, or at least it's
you did have to explain it.
Yeah.
But I have seen the videos where it's like, I'm going to tell you a thing. I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. Here, watch me play this game. What's that have to do with anything? Just tell me the thing. Just
Yeah. No. You got to play the game. That's why we had the, yeah.
That's why I hate social media. Nobody just says, here's some information. It's always, neat, cutely packaged or has some kind of thing. And no, just
there's some
don't waste my
weird
time.
gimmick or
Don't waste my
something.
time.
People are like an animated character talking about Nerf blasters. It's awful.
Those are the worst, man.
Yeah, I know.
Just be a normal guy in a box.
No.
Talking about stuff, right?
Gimmicks. All right, but yes, it's good. Let's see what it was. Milliputty, not sure, caused difference in color, soften up, do. Need to fill back up. Ah, okay. So he thinks it was the old putty that was causing some of that.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. Yeah, looks good. And I look forward to this, man. I'm excited. It looks awesome as is, and it's it's almost done. Feel it. I feel it in my bones.
Getting there.
Yes. And
You got time. Make it
oh
happen.
yeah, you got 2 weeks. You got plenty of time. You're good.
A lot can happen in 2 weeks.
Oh
good
yeah.
and bad.
And yeah. And so speaking of being done,
Yeah. Pickle time.
pickle time is
Well, that's right. That was a delightful sandwich last.
yeah,
last
360i. 360i is done. He has his little shot with the darts and everything. Nice little.
That came out so neat. I'm just still so. I'm now looking at it, trying to pick out the pieces again, but it's just the simplicity of. It's a relatively small blaster, compact and all that, and it's I don't know, it just came out really nice. Like I don't know what else to say, but just like that's just nice. Good job.
Nice.
That's really cool.
It's a nice little sidearm, which is the whole point of this competition.
Yeah, but it's so I guess so cleanly done, so simply, and it's beautiful in its simplicity, and I like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But also, it's not simple as a build. It's actually fairly involved.
Stupid. Here we're gonna go back in time a little bit. What did he start with?
Whoa!
Oh yeah, a box.
That's right. That was there's a blaster in here somewhere.
Okay, yeah. I get you. Oh yeah, he had like pieces of long shot, Vulcan.
Yeah, there's the Alpha Trooper, or not Alpha Trooper, the Delta Trooper.
Delta Trooper.
The barrel thing on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude came out nice.
Yeah, it came out nice. Yeah, then we have the measurements. It fits. we're all good there. And we have, let's see if I can get this to work.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
Are we doing technology?
yes,
We're
we are.
not technologying very well today.
No, we're not, but that's never stopped me.
Oh, gosh. Cars. Yay. Person. Hi.
Yes, I did review this video to make sure, everything was good. Yeah, inline clip.
Cool.
Fires. Mostly. Yeah. Is that, I don't know, is it? Nope.
I think in the video he's tipping it up just a tiny. Where's my hand? Is my hand over here? There it is.
Yeah.
Looks like he has it tipped up a tiny bit, so it might not want to be packing the next dart in. So he might just be getting, as a result of the weird angle, instead of having to usually like you kind of tip down a little bit to set the next dart.
Yeah.
But hey,
yeah. It works.
It's functional enough for me.
Oh yeah. No, it looks good. I'm happy with it. Yeah, he's happy with it. I'm happy with it. Everybody happy with it. So, and as he said, he's called it finished on the next adventure. Congrats, man! Finishing Blaster. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this one in the voting, and yeah. As he said, it looks good. It looks clean. It looks simple. But it's not. There's so many parts.
I guess not simple as I don't mean that in a derogatory sense, but it sometimes you put a bunch of pieces together and you can tell there's a bunch of excess busyness, I guess, in the design. But I don't know, it just looks
he
nice.
Melted them all together. Yeah. It's nice. All right. But yeah. I'm looking forward to it, man. It's also he made me realize, so people are posting the videos on Discord, which is cool and fine. It's just harder for me to play. So I need to upload all the videos from Discord, and I'll do this next time, to Google Drive so I can play it on the big screen to play it on the full thing. Because that's a little hard to do. Yeah, thing. But
we're still learning. We're still learning. Next year's going to be even better.
Yeah, we're gonna be a little more awesome each time. All right, where were we on Twisted?
I thought he was painted up. Yeah, we covered everything last time, I believe.
Base coat, really? Even
pretty sure.
I don't think we did the firing demo. I think we just did this, right? Yeah, fully painted. Did we do the firing demo for him?
Well, let's do it anyway.
Yeah. Again.
It's been a long couple of weeks, everybody. I apologize.
Oh, who am I?
There's a lot going on.
Oh, yeah. So another little inline clip. So we have 2 inline clips.
Maybe we need to make like all inline clips MERGEMASTERS next time.
Well,
class.
Yeah. So
no mags.
Well, one thing I always love, and I know in early Nerf hobby, it caused so much arguments, is convergent engineering of 2 people coming up with the same idea without even talking about it, because there's some logical sense in it. And I remember old Nerf days. This was my original idea. You stole it. It's like no.
No, it's the obvious conclusion based on whatever new blaster came out or whatever. We're still seeing that.
Oh, we see it. I mean, you see that everywhere. But it's some people are better now. It's just because people call them out more. But I love this because you have a 360i inline clip and a completely different take, completely different look and aesthetic on Twisted Model Works' Mega Talon Whip-a-Blast thing, as he's called it.
Yeah.
And inline clip again, and it's awesome, and they're cool, and they're fun. The thing I always love about like some of these, like a lot of these blasters, is they're functional. This is something they can easily use as a small little sidearm. They look amazing, but they're they also could be something you use in a HVZ and a little Nerf war thing, and
totally practical.
Oh yeah. Plus,
Well, and yeah, they both did inline clip, both based off the big shock, but one was a rear load, one was a front load. So even though it's the
yeah,
same style, it's different methods to get there. So that's
yeah.
which is just the whole integrations in a nutshell. If
Hmm.
we had a thing saying, hey, this class is for big shocks with inline clips, you'd still have people doing multiple different ways like that.
Oh yeah,
It's like tell everybody to make a Straven and see how many iterations you'll
yeah.
get.
Exactly. But yeah, that is the updates for currently for integration. So we have 3 updates right now. Yeah. And then so yeah, moving on to compact.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of action. Yeah,
There's a lot of action in compact. There, people are throwing hands in the best way possible in compact. I love it.
that's good.
Yeah, yeah. So first
Speaking of
up,
hands, how about an arm?
oh yeah.
That's a segue.
Damn, segues. Okay, where were we? Okay, I know last time we talked about the laser pointer in the tray. We said that would be really cool
Yes.
if he did it, and he did it, and he even wrote that he did it. We just didn't read because there was no Subway Surfer on it.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. That was us looking at pictures and making
Exactly.
assumptions instead of actually reading the information that was cleanly presented to us by the creator.
Yeah.
So, apologize to everybody for our lack of, looking at research type stuff or
Yeah.
words. Words are tough, man.
Words are hard. But yeah, it looks good. I mentioned last time, I'm always a sucker for arm-mounted blasters. I love arm-mounted blasters. The fact that it even, extends is just like,
That's kind of a cool gimmick. That would keep the controls out of the way. And I was looking at as these updates came in, I was going through, and I don't know how I totally missed it, and I feel like I mentioned it before, but the weird little arm brace thing that's designed to kind of incorporate everything together.
Yeah.
That seems like the solution to my issue with my gauntlet was the fact that it was it's mounted on the arm, but as you move your arm around, it slops around and wants to work its way down because I got dumb fat arms. And so I just made the realization the other day when I saw that update come in, and I was like, I just need to do that. That way, it's actually mounted to the bicep and everything's here. It keeps everything uniformly mounted, so it's not going to twist, but it will move with your arm and all that.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, so thanks for solving a problem that's been baffling me for like 3 years on this project. So
yeah.
I'm paying attention for sure. I just could not see the forest for the trees on that one.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, no, it's a lot of using like there's a proper name for that arm brace, but it's
maybe it's in
idea.
the text somewhere.
Maybe
we just never read it.
Yeah. Who reads? But yeah, no, whatever the arm brace is called, it's a great. It's awesome use case for it. And
if you're watching, let me know.
Yeah, let us know. But yeah, so he's got the wiring done. I'm gonna read this, which is crazy.
He's right there. The brace definitely helps.
Yeah,
awesome.
brace definitely does. Yeah.
Would you happen to know the application offhand?
Application. Yeah, so he says he's got internal wiring's done. Ordered a smaller battery. We'll have to performance numbers finished. Yeah.
Parts.
More parts.
I do like the mounting of the voltmeter. I think it was in the video you could see it, where it's kind of in the top section of yeah. Well, maybe you can see the hole there. Maybe it was in a different picture. Maybe I made it up. Anyway, there's. I swear, there we go.
Yeah,
I'm not
the
crazy.
newer picture. I didn't get to that picture yet.
Sorry for jumping the gun. Blaster, rather. Sorry, YouTube. But no, just a little distortion on your wave file there, whatever it is. But no, I just like the use of the space of that's part of the Rapid Strike stock. So I'm just like envisioning just the placement of that where it fits on the stock thing, but also just the fact that you'd be able to see it as it's on your arm right there, but it's not like on the side or anything weird where it's going to get bumped. It's kind of in a out of the way spot, but also cleanly visible, and I just thought it was a nice touch.
Yeah.
The simple things.
Yeah, exactly. So I like voltmeters that are how do you best describe it? parallel with the sky. I guess facing upwards.
That works.
I don't like voltmeters on the sides. I mean, they have their place, and a lot of people have done it. That looks really good. But just as from a player standpoint, especially as it gets darker, because I imagine I'd see this more as in an HVZ style game, as opposed to like a competitive. I'd love to see this in a competitive game. That would just be awesome.
I was gonna say I'd love to see it in action in an HVZ.
But yeah, so like an HVZ, and as it gets darker, if your voltmeter's facing up or facing to the side, it's easier to see. If it's facing up, it's a lot harder to see. So you could see it, but yeah, no, and it's so yeah, it adds a little bit of stealth factor. But yeah, it looks good. It's coming along great. Yeah. It's above 50 today, so it started painting. Always good, always good. There's the brace, the final. Oh, I didn't. Did we see this before, or did I just forget that he put recon? I like that.
No, it was in that might have been the update when you were gone.
Ah,
because that's he's got Mega Dart holders up there, and I remember at the time thinking, why is there Mega Dart holders unless there's some other cool like Mega type stuff going on or something like that. I'm just still really liking how the strong arm slide works as for the battery compartment, but how it takes up the space to cover up the grip and all that.
Yeah.
I'm just really happy with how just the presentation right there is just very nice.
Yeah. Looks good. I'm happy with it. I can't wait to see this. As he said, he started painting. Can't wait to see this finished.
That's gonna be cool.
Good stuff. Oh yeah, Wizard, were you able to get the battery? Because I know you said you were looking for smaller batteries.
Are you looking to make a sale, Mr. Small Batteries?
Look, I'm just making sure that he was able to get it. But yeah.
Just trying to help the guy out.
Also, I mean, it looks like he's running 2S 7.4.
Yeah.
So, yeah, different setup for him. But also, I wouldn't suggest... I mean, you could use the core for a rapid strike, but you're looking at very limited... it's more of a sidearm piece, is that battery. If you wanted to use this more of a primary, you want something with a little bit more capacity. It arrives tomorrow. Very, very nice. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So looking forward to hearing the updates on that.
Definitely. Yeah, I want to see that shooting. And, step one to becoming a mech or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that complete video with the arm, and the arm comes out, and a little thing up, controls pop out, and then you fire stuff. That's going to be cool. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, yeah. Same. Yeah. So next we have Galewolf, the dragon.
Yeah, that's been a fun one to watch.
Oh,
Pretty good updates here the last couple of weeks.
See, where were we?
Now we get
here? 20. Yeah. And I mean, the thing that I like about Gales is this is the first time I've seen someone mod the Dragon Blasters. Right? It's just
and going all the way with it.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen it, people have done it. I just haven't seen it, but it's just like
I've not seen.
I love the look of the Dragon Blasters, like the more like organic style, and but yeah, it's just it looks awesome. It's they're putting they're making it work for them. So let's see, another day, good progress. Purple fin. Piece is DevCon on, only one piece on each side. Barrels of attachment to go. Fang has been cut to hold the magazine. Oh, okay. So yeah, they were saying that they're gonna have to cut the fang. So I'm curious to see how that's gonna look.
Yeah, I think believe they're doing the. Were they also the one that reached out to you for the information on the Flywheeled World core that slides doing a dual stage but only using the
so
stage
they're using a not released Flywheel the World 2-stage recon. The only reason it's not released is because it's still a little finicky, and it just needs to be cleaned up before I'd be happy to sell it. But it's yeah, and I mean I say sell it, but it's just I gave them the files, and with all Flywheel the World cages they go up for free. and we just sell it printed if you don't have a printer. But it's yeah, it just needs a bit more work. But with the seeing how well they did it, I might just put it up and just go, hey, look, here's the free version. Here's
Good luck.
yeah, it's not super clean, but it will work if you want to do something crazy like this mod, which is awesome. So yeah. But Gale has the first, technically the second, because I had to prototype it, but the first fully fully functional version of using a blaster using this cage. But yeah. So they use the 3D printed pen, and with some DevCon as gap filler, which is really nice. I like the use of these 3D print, like people using the 3D printed pens. We saw that a bit last year. And now it's a nice gap filling tool. It's like you remember plastic welding? I just remember Bobo plastic welding and just seeing him without a mask, and it's obviously he's inhaling all that plastic fumes.
Oh yeah, using the weird little. Oh, you got like the plastic sticks, and you got the tip of your soldering iron thing, and it.
You literally use solder. No, not even plastic sticks, but he literally used bits of old Nerf blasters that he melted with an old soldering iron to bind things together. And this just seems like the safer. Yeah, exactly. This just seems like the safer evolution of it, which is great. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, it's coming along nice. It's all binding together. Yeah. Okay, that's where I guess they cut the fang.
Yeah, in order to make mag clearance.
Oh yeah. Nice. Is that DevCon or putty or?
I was gonna say I was just about to ask if that was putty or if that was more of that filament stuff. Looks kind of puttyish to me.
Yeah, it looks puttyish. It could be the filament. Maybe it is the filament. They sanded that pretty smooth.
I don't think they're in chat today.
Gale, yeah, I think it's a. I know, like we stream at a weird time for a lot of people, so it could be filament. I don't. Can I enhance more? No, I can't. Okay, that's fine.
I reckon it's not that big of a deal.
Might be, but yeah.
More 3D pen. More pen.
More 3D pen. Okay.
Oh, and welcome aboard.
Yeah, welcome.
Glad to see you in chat.
Yeah, that's it's coming along nicely. Fits in. He's a nice little long worker talon. Okay. Feeling this. Yeah.
Yeah, there's been some pretty impressive updates here, especially if there's an update even just today as well. That they're really booking along.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, some people might even say it's the final countdown.
Some people might, but they shouldn't.
I forgot to do that at the beginning of the stream. So I just threw it in now.
Ben, that's why I didn't mention it. I was hoping you'd forgotten. Friends, there was a gag where when Castor made the first thumbnail, it was the final countdown. And I was like, yeah, just make sure you don't use any musical stings. And he's like, what? And, so I made sure to change the name of the stream this time. And so he had to just get it in. But yes.
Yes.
Acknowledging your little musical detail, this is the final countdown of sorts.
Yeah.
Final. This is the last reasonable update that we'll be discussing with you before things shut down. Basically, next time we talk, we'll have 3 days left, and so that's gonna be kind of a quickie.
Yeah. No, Gale's coming along really nice. Let's see, kind of a weird day of progress. Came in wanting to apply epoxy sculpt, which I did a bit. Started by using 3D pen to give some backing. Epoxy sculpt above the trigger. Hang on, I'm gonna look up.
Yeah, that kind of area to blend in above the recon.
Okay. Temporary. It's a lot of words. The weird part, scaled piece top, had a idea front bit, Oh, you got a typo right there. That's okay. You see me after class. See, the funny thing is, I can't spell worth a damn. So, yes, that's yeah. Let's see, but it was not working. I want to end up sending the bill just outside the build box. Ended up just shortening it. Okay, so they had to shorten it just a little bit. Everything's DevCon in place. Lots of months ago, right, left have to do. Side plate, battery area. Oh, they're doing a magnet battery tray? That's cool.
Awesome. Magnets.
Magnets.
Yeah.
How do they work? Prep and paint.
Quite well.
Yeah. Yeah. I should have you read it. Too many things. Too many things. I'll make it bigger for you. So you read the next one. But yeah, yeah. It is coming along very, very nicely. That's a 3D. I'm loving that 3D printed pen.
That's
right. That's just yeah. It's
nice. That's the kind of 3D printing I might get into.
Yeah.
Did the machine thing? That wasn't a good relationship.
Yeah, you didn't take the time to.
I didn't need another hobby, man. That was.
Yeah, I mean, if Bamboo did not shoot themselves in the foot, and you ever were going to get another 3D printer, I would just say get a Bamboo because they're just out of the box, push print and go.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact, I mean, it for most people it doesn't matter. It's just you have to use their software essentially. I just don't like their software, but I'm weird.
Yeah, we got a couple guys local out here that have. Well, we got 2 Bamboos and a Prusa Mark whatever that's really nice, and so
yeah,
I have access to things if I need things printed. So
nice,
that's almost as good as having the actual machine.
Yeah, and you can always hit me up too. So it's no big.
I know some people.
You know people. It's all good. Yeah. No, I'm liking. It's all coming along. Dragon scales. It's like yeah. I'm happy. This pleases me. Just the.
Oh, it's gonna get better.
Yeah.
So I think it's that now we're getting into putty time.
Yeah. Final putting, putting everything together. Okay, I'm gonna have you read this bit.
Well, you have to make it a heck of a lot bigger because right there it's just all.
How did I do this? How did I make it bigger last time?
I think last time you actually dragged it into the whiteboard thing or something, didn't you?
Oh, I did. You were right.
Let's get back into
Anyways,
over here. Look at car pictures and things make me happy.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that's.
And then hang on, let me put that. I guess I don't need to put it on the screen. You just have to be able to read it.
Yeah. No, it's last year during MERGEMASTERS, I decided to take a weekend off work in early April and late April to get as much progress done on projects as possible. I went ahead and did that again this year, and today is day 1 of that. I think that was the pertinent part of that, at least when I read it the other day, as far as just getting all the things built and all that. But yeah, just being able to take some time to just strictly dedicate to, here's a thing I need to get done, nothing else on the on the periphery. I just buckling down and getting to work.
I don't have the attention span to do that. Even if I take time off, I'm going to work on this project. Nope.
Oh, hey, what's that? Oh,
exactly.
Hey, I think I'm
squirrel.
But I totally get it though, because there's times where it's like, I'm going to do this thing after work. And then you get home from work and go, oh gosh, I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Day wasted. So to be able to just sit down and be like, nothing else. Going to work on this cool thing and make cool things happen.
Mad props. So most of the day. So they did some epoxy sculpts, some magnet battery tray. Let's get in that. Yeah. Magnets. I don't know. I always like magnet battery trays. They amuse me. Yeah.
I am a good fan as well, because that way you don't have to have a big thumb screw hanging off, which are still really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, then you don't have to carry tools around and stuff. It's just, oh, need my battery open. Boom, there it is. It's
Pop it
open.
off, pop it back on, call it a day. Yep.
Hi, Poppins.
Yeah.
You tired of sleeping?
It's the dog. Tired of sleeping. Madness.
Tough being a Poppins.
Yeah. Yeah. More putty
This
work.
is coming together real nice. I'm liking this, just where the putty's helping just really tie everything together like that. I like how that stock's shaping up too.
Yeah, that looks comfortable.
Kind of a stock, more of a brace, but just
something
tying the various aesthetics together between the in strike and then a little bit of rebel and then that dragon stuff in there as well.
Yeah,
it's coming together better than if you had described it to me. I would have been skeptical, but you show it to me and I'm all for it.
You described it to you going, wait, Nerf made a dragon blaster since when? And it's just, yeah. No, it's, yeah. No, I just, the dragon scale texturing is just, chef's kiss. Love that
That's
so
right
much.
up your alley.
Oh, yeah. I like more biological looking things, and that's really hard to do in Nerf and stuff. But
yeah,
it's just,
not since the Max Force days.
Yeah. Yeah. Brace is definitely. Oh yeah. So yeah, Gail says brace is definitely a good word for it. Not long enough for a stock. It's fair. It's fair.
That's fair. Sometimes you just need something that just kind of helps lock in your arm a little bit there. Or
it looks
give you something to kind of squeeze up on.
That's
it's
and
well balanced.
Yeah. Is it comfortable? It looks comfortable. If you're in chat, yeah. Is it comfortable? Or is it not in a place to fully test its comfortability?
Getting pretty close, though. That last update, things are really shaping up.
Yeah. No, it's coming along now. Day 2. We can just keep... Can you see over the Poppins?
Kind of. No, he didn't mean it. He didn't mean it, Poppins.
Oh yeah, I'm on the speaker.
Oh. Don't listen to the bad man again.
I forgot. I have power. Speaker. I have power beyond control.
Don't listen, Poppins. Don't look. Don't do it. Says, hey, where'd that thing go? There's a noise from over there. Go get. Is that your duck? Oh, you got your duck. Come bring your duck over here.
Bring your duck, Poppins.
Nope, gonna leave it. All right, bye, Poppy. Yeah, getting finally buckling down and getting that the dragon face thing. I believe that was kind of a fight from a previous stream where I think that was a plastic issue where it wasn't really wanting to jive, and then trying to cut away as much as possible or as little as possible in order to get the in-strike coupler to work, so it actually functions as a attachment and not having to be totally integrated due to the weird nature of the front of the Recon. So that's cool. That's shaping up.
Yeah.
Actually, looks even better in the next following update. That it's actually getting all blended in and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, that looks good.
That's a cool shape.
It's a very cool shape.
Well, and even having the scale section there on the bottom now.
Yeah.
Just kind of helps round everything off instead of having all the the generic Recon stuff.
Yeah.
It just kind of helps tie that shape together a little bit.
It does. I'm like, it has an organicness to it, and it's just it's good. And then also, it's just, it's coming along, it's coming together.
I'm liking seeing everybody's build box notes or their little templates or whatever in the background. Like, nice, good job.
Yeah, you got to stay in. Yeah, it works. All right, day 3. Let me just.
Then was this the one today or yesterday?
Yeah, I'll just keep updating that. Oh, that didn't work. Hang on. I didn't screenshot that correctly for you.
It had some putty issues and.
Yeah, so
Good point. Removable so that to utilize the recon tip, since there will
Oh,
probably won't be as much orange left after the dragon's painted up and everything.
fair.
That's thinking.
Yeah,
That's thinking.
yeah. But yeah, so
You got the cutout for
free,
the mag
free,
release and everything there,
yeah, free the mag release cover.
which I like the I guess the more natural kind of the curved on the front of the recon mag release button thing kind of lends to that more organic feeling of what the cutout would have to be.
Oh
Whereas if it
yeah,
was more of a squared off lever or something like that, then you'd have more of a aggressive chop that you'd have
yeah,
to have there
and
around it. And
and
so
and
yeah,
they
having
even like what's the word? Beveled it, smooth, like angle, like cause so it's
slightly chamfered.
chamfer. There we go. I know you know words. Yeah, no, it's and yeah, so it all seems nice and smooth together. And the fun fact about that the FTW Talon Mag thing is it uses the Recon a Recon stock mag release. You just have to
Which
unscrew
is
a bit
super cool.
and pop it
I
in.
like that.
Yeah.
I like that kit just for that part alone, instead of having to have a separate release.
Well, originally it had a separate release, and then I was talking with Adrian one day. He's like, "But wouldn't it be cool if it used the Recon one?" And I'm like, "Yes, fine." and
Wouldn't
I
it be cool if it was simple? Oh, what's the fun in that?
yeah, but yeah, but it worked out in the end, and yeah, it looks good. It
Oh yeah,
looks, and it's also like once again, this is just like talent people have that I'll never have. Is those cuts look pretty much identical? Yes, it's two different pieces. There's this one has some gap filling, but just for like
as far as
eyeballing, it looks
yeah, just
identical.
that radius around the mag release.
Yeah,
It's nice. Looks
yeah.
nice.
People and their ability to freehand. Uh, yeah. No, looks good.
Darn them.
Yeah, I know. How dare. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and
It's
that
kind of,
little now that they're getting
hmm?
more more just looking at the putty on right there where you're
Oh yeah.
waving about. And then I think it might just be in the next picture in this little batch, but yeah, it's starting to get some of
Huh?
the side details all filled in and smoothed over. Must be in
Oh
the next
yeah.
little batch of
Yeah,
pictures.
it's coming in nicely. All that smoothness.
There we are. Yeah, starting to get all that stuff filled in. And oh, hey, a little extra fangy detail. Is that what's going on the bottom section there, where
Which
the
one?
towards the front where the epoxy sculpt's built up? Because it's
Here?
on
Oh,
the bottom
there.
section. Yeah,
Oh.
so we're getting a little freestyle with the
Ah.
details, which is kind of cool. A little blaster show kind of action in there.
Yeah, no, I'm liking that. I honestly, I didn't even. I'm just like, then it blended well. I didn't even really see it. I'm like, okay, that's just part of this. Like, no, yeah, you're right. Yeah, little
It's
extra
going to kind of help
fangs. One might
that
say it
little
might seem,
overlap there.
yeah, this helps the overlap. It might add a little bite to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, very tasteful.
yeah. And then, yeah, no, that's coming along very nice.
Come up here.
That's.
Just come up.
I mean, I'm gonna. This is just me being broken record, but just how damn smooth the putty is.
That's one thing
Ugh.
about that epoxy sculpt. It sounds out super smooth, like almost plastic smooth,
You say
which is real
that.
handy for stuff like this.
You say that. I gotta show you something that I epoxy sculpt once. It is the most chunky mess.
Well, did you
that
sand
you'll
it right?
I hand sanded it because I kept making divots with the Dremel, and even then it was just like,
Well, that's one video I still need to make is block sanding and stuff
yeah.
like that.
Teach
But
us. Teach us the ways. Also, Poffin's sitting on your mic a little bit, so you're getting a little breaky up.
I'm trying to get up here. Oh gosh, what are you doing? What's going on? Stop.
Uh,
Put your front half down. Come on. There we go. Just lay down. Get casual. Get cool. Here, we'll just
act casual, act normal. Be cool, man. Be cool.
there. No,
There you
there
go.
you go. Just put that there. Put those legs there, and we'll just have some puppy belly time right there. Just
There you go.
there we are.
Yeah.
There. That's a poppins. That's a poppins. Good job.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's all good. You gotta pay the dog tax, so no worries.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, there's
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's just smooth. It's coming along very, very nicely. As Gail will say in the lower bit of as a fang, just a detail they just ended up with. Very
fun.
nice. Yeah. Looks good. Looks good. Is that the? Yep, that's that picture. A lot of updates.
Yeah, now we're getting into
today.
more Dragon Face. Yeah, a lot of these came in just like within the hour when we were doing the pre-show. So it's just kind of like, gosh, guys, come on. Love the enthusiasm, but I like to be able to see everything before we discuss it.
Nah, I like to see stuff blind. Nah, this is good.
I still like this a whole lot more than having people sending stuff, emails during the stream and expecting us to upload all that junk. So this was still a great step in the right direction for this side of things.
Good job, us.
Way to delegate to the responsible parties.
Yeah, exactly. The more responsible people are in charge of uploading, aka everyone else.
We just have to talk about it.
Yeah. But yeah, so let's see. Last day, barrel attachment, epoxy sculpt. Okay, wax paper over the barrel attachment point to make sure. Okay. Make sure you don't pass. It doesn't
stick where it's not supposed to be.
All right. Magnets in place. Last thing is adding a rev trigger. Not confident doing a Tuesday scissors not hard. I believe in you.
Yeah, you should have a kit. You should design a kit that fits in the Recon Retaliator just for that.
The two-stage
trigger? Go with your flywheel to world.
It is. It's just Gale's putting extra bits in, which is all good. It's so the two-stage normally sits here, under it, but Gale's putting in like select fire type stuff.
Oh,
awesome.
That's right.
It's just it's taking the place of the two-stringer. So, but I still believe in you, Gale. You can do it. Oh, that looks so good.
Also, adding a rev trigger, a traditional style rev trigger is not a killer job. So
yeah,
you should be able to tackle that just fine.
Oh yeah,
that's gonna
so
be fun.
Good.
Dragon face.
I love dragon. I like faces on my blasters. And that's just good stuff. A lot of people are checking boxes of things I like this year, and I'm just like, yes, good.
Yeah, it's like they think you're the one in charge of voting or something.
I know.
We got to make that creepy wizard man happy, so he'll vote for my thing.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, my one vote counts as much as everyone else's one vote.
Darn right. So do my three. I mean, my one. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's Mystic's doing Mystic's got your same kit.
Oh, Mystic's
he's the one doing the select fire.
Am I? Wait. Where am I?
Mystic.
Who are
Mystic's doing the recon with the like the vortex pieces and stuff like that.
Oh.
He's they're down a couple. Apparently he's the one doing he's doing the select fire because he's got the fancy wiring wrapped around everywhere in I think it was the last update.
Look.
It's hard to keep track of all of these entrants, especially between the updates and the chat and stuff during the regular.
It's been a long month.
3 months, man.
And I don't know where I am. I don't know who I am. I don't know what I'm doing. All I know is people have awesome blasters in front of me. But yes, okay.
People are building cool things. And that's all that matters.
People building cool things, yes.
And we're just pointing at them going, "Oh, that was really nice.
Yeah,
good job, guy.
Look at that. Look at that. It is really nice. It's a dragon head on a blaster.
And looking good doing it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad that worked out. As I recall in some of the early updates, they were a bit skeptical just because of how it's built, whether it's the plastic itself or just because it doesn't clamshell. That they weren't sure if that was going to work out the way they needed it to.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some rev trigger stuff going on there already. It looks like.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Missed
that's
that.
Clean. It's very, very clean. Like that. I like that a lot, actually. Cool. Oh, wrong button. Doop. Battery tray. More magnets.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah. Magnets. Okay. More epoxy. covering up all the words.
Yeah, getting that all smoothed out.
Smooth. I was scrolling down for another update. I'm like, yeah, Gale updated at 2:44 today, but clearly they have another update. I know it's looking great. I'm really happy with this. It's coming along.
Mm-hmm. That's coming along nice.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's good. And so Captain Software has a question. Would it be a bad idea to go ahead and start clear coating my build? It's been done with painting for about 6 days. I want to wait 2 weeks, but I also don't want to be on time crunch with the finishes.
Well, you're probably going to want the clear coat to dry longer than your base coat. So I would say that if the paint is acting like it's cured enough, it's not tacky or anything like that. If you don't have any drag when you touch it, then you probably should be pretty good for clear coating, as long as you have a compatible clear coat. Otherwise, it's going to be a bad party.
Do you need to wait 2 weeks for paint? Is that a thing?
He was told by the guy at the paint store to wait 2 weeks, and it was some stuff I'd never heard of, but I'd never heard of paint having to sit 2 weeks. I mean, the longer you wait, the better off you're going to be for the most part. That way, everything's able to gas out, and you're less likely to have any compatibility issues with different chemical type stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe me not even waiting 24 hours to apply a clear coat is the reason why my paints never go out well.
Well, it depends. It depends on the paint. I mean, if you're shooting like a lacquer, lacquers are pretty hot and they gas out real quick, which also means they're a heck of a lot more reactive if you're trying to use any kind of other paint involved or anything like that. But enamels and stuff are generally like at 24 hours, you should be pretty close.
Yeah. Because the way I paint is I use you have to use a base coat, the primer, base coat, Citadel paint, or hobby grade model paint. Take open flame to it to dry it out, and then I don't know. That's what I saw on the internet to do, and I'm like, the internet's never been wrong. You take a flamethrower to your blaster to make sure the paint is dry, and then you apply the next thing.
I mean, that does help it gas out a little bit, I suppose, but I think I would be a bit hesitant to put flame on stuff. But hey, it's totally up to you.
If you take a flame to meat, you get delicious steak. You take a flame to a blaster, right? It's just logic. It's math.
Get delicious
blaster.
Sure.
Yeah.
If A equals B and B equals C, obviously Q equals R.
Exactly.
There we go. Anyway.
Yeah. So the next one we have Mr. Peep, who has typed the letter L. Is it I or L in chat? It's a mystery. We'll never know.
Wait, Panda Man. Thanks for joining the chat. What the heck time is it over there?
In Melbourne, it would be like what, 9 a.m.
Oh, that's not bad.
Time in Melbourne.
Well, good. Thanks for being responsible and joining us. It's those people that are joining us and being irresponsible about it that I have problems with.
What's wrong with being up late? You know me. I'm normally nocturnal. Sundays are like the days I wake up the earliest for these streams.
Well, yeah, but you don't have like a family you're supposed to be taking care of or anything like that, or a job you need to be to in the morning, and et cetera, et cetera.
that Who knows? Maybe I'm streaming and my wife and kids are right behind me.
Watching along?
Yeah, watching along. Got my grandkids.
Hurry, we have to go.
No. Hurry up and make me more blasters. Or no dinner.
But yeah, Panda, there is kind of a spot where, yeah, if you can basically put the clear on pretty quick after, then you're good, or you have to give it the full time. I know painting cars is very much the same way, where it's like you put the base on and everything, and then you either have to wait it out, and especially if you're going to be color sanding or anything like that, you want to give it the full drying time. But if it's just put the color on, put the clear on, then it's kind of a quick. You're almost waiting for just flash time at that point. So I wouldn't do that on a blaster because you do have to do so much handling, and you want to make sure it's pretty dry, especially if you're peeling tape and stuff like that. So that'd be my preferred method, would be to give it the full time. Especially if you have a lot of humidity or it's still cold where you're at, then it's probably better to give it the full time. as much time as possible. If you have any way of adding more heat, or if you have a large dehydrator, of course, you got a pretty big shell. I just know that, especially for building model cars and stuff like that, I got a little, like a food dehydrator that you can put on a super low temperature, so you just have a good, dry, warm breeze all the time. Helps things gas out and dry a lot quicker. So I don't know if there's a larger equivalent. But anyway, we're on to a new thing.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, I mean, just kind of capping that off. I know you said that about cars. There's a place over here that has a vacuum chamber that can fit an entire SUV, and it has like dehumidifiers and stuff for car painting. I don't know if that's necessary, but it's actually not that much. It's only like $100 to rent it out for a day.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
All things considered, nice little clean area like that.
Yeah, put a blaster in, or a bunch of blasters. I mean, it fit an SUV, right? So, yeah. Let's see. So, yeah, this Peep April. Ooh, is this? It was posted on April 1st. Is this a real update, or is this an April Fool's update?
It was pretty good, as I recall.
Yeah, it took some time. Put some
the
putty,
one with the texture stuff.
Putty on the grip. Oh, so nice. Look how clean that is.
Blendy.
Yeah. These people in the hobby with just like magical powers of being able to make putty smooth.
Dang talented people.
Yeah.
Curse you.
They think they're better than me because they are. Damn them. Oh, so good. Yeah. I mean, it looks like it was just always part of the blaster. It's clean. It's good. You know, it's just, you know.
Well, it's always nice when you can take a very unconventional grip for a blaster, like, you know, people that add in the Slingfire grip stock thing on there, and able to make it look not like it's a bad idea. Yeah. Also, so it's just always nice. You know, a good implementation of a weird idea is always good.
The Rapid Strike stock on the not even the stock, the Rapid Strike butt, I guess, but the butt of the stock, whatever you want to call it, on the Slingfire is just how it should always be.
That's a nice touch. Gives it a little bit more aggressive looking. Kind of gives it more of a. It helps tie the more blastery aesthetic, I guess, whatever you want to call it, the more sci-fi-ish looking angles and stuff.
Yeah.
Instead of having more of a natural wood all the way to the end, and so you have very much a dividing line in the middle of the blaster where it's sci-fi and then western. Here you have more of a sci-fi sandwich.
Yeah, sci-fi sandwich. Delicious.
With a little western there in the middle. Some of that natural wood and all that.
Well, you know,
I'm really getting a kick out of this blaster, though.
Oh, you know, Ragnarok this year is western themed. So
well, hope to see you there.
Yeah.
Partner. Right?
Partner.
Are we doing that yet? Is it too early?
You all come back now, you hear? Yeah, Gatorade bottle is a nice touch. It goes well with the blaster. And
it's nice. Gotta say that. Makes a nice kickstand.
Makes a nice kickstand. It's just the fact that that's also just like level, right? It's it's not. It's clearly
good.
not. Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
Primate. Bang. So do I have a soundboard? No, I don't have Spike for the soundboard. I need to get that. A little teaser on the colors we want to use on the build. Okay, nice. So we got Matte Sunbeam. We got... Wait a sec.
Get some red.
Yeah, we got some red. Red. I'm like, it's almost Mr. Nathan Sunburn, but...
just about. I mean, there's a spot right about there.
Yeah.
You just about superimpose that and it'll blend right in.
Yeah. And we got some gloss white and some rugged black. It's not just normal black.
Not sun-kissed, and more like sun-hickied. But anyway, yeah. This was is this the only build so far this year that's using the textured stuff?
Truck bed liner? Someone else mentioned it somewhere, and I don't know if it was. I think there was someone else doing it.
I can't remember if it was just in the MERGEMASTERS chat or if it was actually in the event itself.
Yeah,
it's really hard to keep all this stuff straight.
Oh yeah, I confused two people, so it's yeah.
Well, and you had me going, and I was fooled for a while. So
yes, it's all a clever ploy. But yeah, so they're saying truck bed liner for the stock area, and it's nice using it on like stock and things that you're gonna always like kind of things that get used. It just works. It works so well. Red primary color with yellow white secondary or detail. Not sure what to do with the drum since sanding. Yeah, it's
that'd be a nightmare.
yeah. Not sure if I wanted to fill the hole in the back or plate it, so I just decided to putty. Fair enough. Can help myself to throw all the internals in and run around the. Hey, you gotta use
Nice.
it, right? It just looks good.
That's just a good shape.
Yeah.
It's a much better stock than the original one. That's fun.
All right, so Mr. Peep says not sure if you're going to use the yellow, but if you do, it's probably going to be on the drum. If you want to sand the drum, which I salute. I salute? No. No. I salute you if you want to sand a...
You get your work cut out for you.
Ugh. Yeah, it's sanding that drum's going to be crazy. But yeah, no, looks good. And, yeah. So you need to figure out the muzzle too, but it shouldn't be too big for the task. Smooth. Agreed. Smooth.
Looking good.
Smooth. Yeah, it's just crazy. These people and their madness and magical ways. Yeah, it just looks good. This looks good.
Bed liner is great for grips and textured areas. Also nice for covering lumpy putty work. So it's the popcorn ceiling of modding. Is that what you're saying, Primate?
Ooh.
That's looking good, though.
See, Prime, let's sit overnight.
That color on there.
Got home work today. Santa spots grip and trigger area. Yeah. That looks nice. That's come along very, very like the truck bed liner.
A little different attitude.
Yeah. It gives a
Muzzle
lot of attitude.
nice on there.
Muzzle looks very nice on there. Yeah. I'm feeling that. That almost is like what's the name of that? There's an like old World War II firearm it's reminding me of. Can't remember the name of it. But looks good. Yeah, truck bed liner. Let's see. I realize now I'm maxed out size constraint, so I'm making the box tomorrow for Gulliver. Okay. Oh, so you're upgrading the size. So you're going to be joining Gulliver. I didn't have the size to make a 24 by foot. Yep, fits in a 24 by 11 length. That's fine. Yep. So we're good there.
It works.
Yeah.
Looks like even if it was a hair long, by the time you cocked it at a bit of an angle, it'd be plenty.
Oh yeah, because yeah, he's
especially without the drum.
Yeah, he's still got 3 inches on each side. So.
Yeah, I think you're pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Going a little. Everything's chrome in the future type look. I like that. What paint is that? Does
look pretty nice.
That looks really nice. It even says
yeah. Sometimes you get like a chrome and silver type stuff comes out either like cartoonishly chromy or kind of flat and weird. That's just kind of a nice like polished metal look.
Yeah. And no, it's smart, Mr. Peep. It's you just have. You had the vision, and the vision still works in the competition. It doesn't work in the class, but you had one more class to go, so that's fine. That's why we allow you guys to jump between classes, no problem. Because we prefer to see the blaster finish than you go, I can't finish it because it doesn't fit. Rust-Oleum Metallic. Yeah, no, that surprised me too.
Interesting. Yeah.
Which, I mean, and you have it written right here when we're asking the question.
No, we got to read more. Don't be afraid in chat to tell us that we're wrong or dumb or blind. Because most of the time those things are true. So don't be ashamed to call it as it is.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. No, it's looking good. Let's see it.
Looking
Paint,
good though.
paint the lower half. Oh, I was thinking of painting the lower half in truck bed liner. Okay.
Ah,
More liner.
break
Very
it up a little bit. Oh,
nice.
actually a good break.
Yeah.
Like in the like you could almost
Yeah.
get away with doing the same section there on the front even.
Yeah. I
Huh.
like that. I like that a
Yeah,
lot.
just so you don't have quite so much giant mass of color up there on the main body. Break it up a little bit.
Hmm.
Nice. That'll be
Hmm.
good.
Yeah, it's coming
Mm-hmm.
together very nice. Yeah, that's today. So
Pretty good.
yeah, I'm happy with that. It's coming along awesome, my dude. So it's
Mm-hmm.
looking forward to it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So now to the person that I confused with making the other one, another nice little recon.
There we go.
Yeah, I never. Yeah, it's just it
Gosh, I
completely
like that
slipped.
thing.
It completely slipped my mind. There's two people using the prototype internals. And it's great because they're using the same base blaster, but they both look amazing. But they both gone
Yeah.
very different directions, and opposed to like design. We have one like thing with the brace. It's more like a carbine, and this one is essentially
Yeah,
the
very.
futuristic Judge Dredd pistol.
Yeah,
I
much
am
more
the
hand
law.
cannony.
Yeah.
And there again, it kind of goes back, and we've talked about this off stream of do we do a class in the future where each class uses a specific base blaster, and this just kind of proves again, even just in the conversation from this stream,
Yeah.
that yes, you can do even the same internals kit in the same blaster, and end up with two totally different blasters
Oh,
in
100%.
the end. And so
Yeah.
it's good to know that people are I guess proving rules that we haven't even made yet.
Yeah.
As far as just like this is just evidence that okay, we could do something like this in the future, and it would come out all right. So we're thinking we're already
Yeah.
working on next
Yeah.
year.
We're thinking. We're doing things. We're not reading, but we're thinking.
No, and we're looking at pictures.
You're looking at
That's
pictures.
that's pretty good. So yeah, keep giving us ideas. The more
Yeah.
information you give us on what is possible for this competition,
The better.
well, I don't know about the better. Hopefully better, but at the very least, the more different next
Yeah.
further events will be. So,
Exactly. Yeah. This is coming along nice. Yeah. So Mystic is doing the blinker setup,
yes.
which is very cool. Yeah. So I'm very curious on the wiring because it is a bit of wiring, as you
There's
can
a lot going
see.
on in there for a blaster that's not supposed to have any wiring in the first place.
Yeah. Ah, yeah, it's a lot
Hey,
of
Panda,
wiring.
you win. Competition to make springers into flywheels and flywheels into
Flywheel
springers.
springers.
Have you seen that Springer Raven that came out a couple weeks ago?
Mm.
I can't remember who made it, but it's
Yeah,
basically like a Lynx internals or whatever. It's got the turnaround and everything,
yeah,
but it fits inside a Raven. Like the whole darn thing fits in a
yeah.
Raven.
That's good stuff.
Uses the little side prime, fits in the where the side rail mount was.
Mm.
Pretty cool. So we will make. I'm sorry.
Notes.
I have this little note thing of ideas and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna come over here to my notes. Where's my notes thing? And where's my? We're doing this live.
Doing live.
This
Note taking live.
this is the grocery list. Get dog
It's
food and eggs.
ideas.
Where's my Merchmaster's stuff? Merchmaster's ideas. Okay.
Merge master ideas.
Okay. Okay. Flywheels. Stop doing that. Stop flywheels to Springer. Vice versa. Noted.
Noted.
Oh, sorry. Go lay back down. Sorry, didn't mean to make a noise. Be cool, man. Be cool.
Be cool. But yeah, no, it's so much. I'm curious. I want to see I want to see this fire. So I love the madness of the blinker system. because it works. It's just a PMW in a self-contained package, or PWM, and yeah, it's all coming together. Yeah, it looks like they got the wiring all set up.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in here, Mystic, does it fire? Or are you still working on all the wiring and stuff?
Yeah, were they in here? Or did somebody just mention?
Someone mentioned Mystic.
Okay, is that what it was?
Yeah, I think Mystic works
remember.
evenings, if I remember correctly. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because he missed Vile's stream.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this Mystic. It's going to be it's good stuff. I apologize for the wiring. Even though you brought it on yourself, I still apologize for the wiring.
Well, you just need to hurry up with that new product.
New product.
Coming soon to flywheeltheworld.com.
Eventually. After
Someday.
I get myself several aneurysms and bang my head against the table. Yep. But yeah. Nah, it looks good. Happy with it. And yeah, can't wait to see this one finished.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah. And then so next up we got Evan Williams, Novocaine.
Yeah, made a little bit of progress this time.
Oh, yeah.
Got some more cutting done.
Yeah, we got the last update, the thing that makes you go, And we went, And then he went mild changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I like the what's the word? Like the silhouette, the frame. I like the I can't think of the word. You know, not just how the blaster would look as a single unit, like the frame, the silhouette, whatever you want to call it.
I usually refer to it the profile, silhouette.
Profile.
Like
there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a good shape.
It does. It looks comfy. It's nice. I like the mag works so well. It's
where it almost sits in kind of a foregrip position.
Yeah.
And I like for whatever reason I like the elevated rail on just everything else that's going on with this package.
It works.
There's something about the elevated rail that just kind of gives a bit more body.
Yeah. No, it works really, really well. Oh, he has notes to read. He's reading on pictures. Oh, you can't even see it on the stream. Need a second last stand to complete. I think I want it to be completed. What? Am I reading that right? Needed second last stand. Oh, that's a blaster.
That's the name of the blaster.
Okay. I'll see.
Yeah, I remember when I read that the first time. I had to read through it a couple times and was like, "What? What are you saying?"
Yeah. So. Grip fill still on to be determined. Okay. But yeah, the profile's coming along. It's looking nice. Yeah. Okay. All right, we're getting some more.
I need to get me one of those. I've seen that the last stand, that little pump cylinder thing. I've seen those on sale a few times, and I've almost bought them. For one thing, they'd make probably a nice little HVZ primary or some little casual blaster. But what's going on here? It's like it's got some good lines.
That's where the rail comes from. See, I didn't even know what a last stand was. I'm like, what is a last stand? So I just had to Google it. Oh, that's a tiny image. Can I bring up a bigger image? Sure, just give me this. And then we go hit.
Real good girl.
And then we go hit. And then we go hit. There. Yeah, I didn't even realize that this is that was a.
It's got some good shapes. Even the stock. Like I think you could bullpup something in there.
Oh yeah.
Like fit a little half length magazine with some kind of kooky pusher setup or something like that.
Oh yeah, it has a lot of interesting room that you can do stuff. But that tack rail is really nice.
It's almost better than the blaster deserves, and the blaster seems all right. Don't know anything about performance or how it handles, but it looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
Might still have to get a couple of those.
Yeah. My Nerf budget's all going into the what is it, the AEG or whatever.
The new X-Shot thing. Yeah, no, I'm starting to sock a little bit away to be able to pull a trigger as soon as that thing drops.
Yeah. Some people are
Got
starting
really close to buying
it.
a BK1S, but I think I'm going to give this thing a shot first.
Oh yeah. see where is whiteboard. Turn that off. Yeah, yeah. It's coming along very nicely.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see where we go. Okay, so we're still going. Little side profile. All right. All right. Yeah, yeah. Line stuff up. It's all hot glued in place just to. Yeah. Started gap filling.
Yeah, it does some pretty clever puzzle work getting all those gaps
That's
filled in and all that.
crazy. They're cutting out. They're cutting out like pieces. Oh.
I had to do a ton of that on the Centaur build, and I know exactly what he's going through right now.
I give you mad props, but also that is a lot of work. I'm proud of you, but you also hurt me by doing that because it's a lot of work. But it works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it works. All this fitting in, yeah.
Panda, another competition idea: Transformers blasters in disguise, integrating blasters into non-blaster objects.
Bum, 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 bum.
Do we need to just pull you in on the admin team and?
Panda likes to admin
if you
for
need more
everything.
responsibilities.
Exactly. You want to be part of another Nerf admin board? Panda. Yeah. Nah. That looks like those are cut pieces, and it looks so good. Yeah. It looks awesome. Yeah, it looks awesome, Evan. I hope you finish. I know you said you're a little worried on it, but I believe in you. And yeah, no, it's come along really, really nice.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how that shapes up.
Yeah, yeah.
A little bit more gap filling on that. It's got a killer profile, yet another Venom Pro base. I'm all for it.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, it's yeah. Happy with it, and yeah, it's as I said, we believe in you. Get it done. I want to see it. I want to see because I like to see cool things. All right, and then so the next one we got better. Wow, I forgot how to talk for a second. Better Call Surge. There we go. I can
try to spell it though.
No.
Oh gosh. That's
words.
right. The words thing.
Okay. Super vague with this build. It's a new shell and concept for integration. It wants to fit in a B car. Why? Everyone asks me. Well, when we decided to. Okay, so interesting. Better Call Search. Oh, he finished it. Very nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got the whole little synopsis. Morpheus guide into a 16mm barrel. Fancy. Oh, that's... I didn't even realize that. He has a Fox flywheel for the dart game. So it's an entire sleeper build. Which is
so the wheels actually aren't involved.
It's just to make it look like it is.
Okay, I was really perplexed, and I read through that, and I wasn't understanding. But yeah,
you didn't read. You got.
Well, I skimmed through. It's a lot of words, man. Take it easy.
It looks because it just looks like an almost stock blaster.
Yeah,
you just look at it, and yeah.
Once you got a hold of it, you're not going to see the little knob at the bottom of the grip or anything.
Yeah, it's just always been there. Yeah, and it's like, wait, well, why are you priming this flywheel blaster?
Why is it not, making spinning noises?
So, bonus points. The flywheels, they do nothing.
So deceptive.
Yeah, they're fake flywheels, just to make it look like a flywheeler. In reality, yeah,
that's making more sense then.
It's such a clever thing. It works. Yeah, but bonus points every time you fire it, you make like a sound. Yeah, it fits. Looks good.
And that grip looks really nice on there. I mean, I'm not crazy about the Maxim grip,
Yeah.
That would almost be worth integrating one of those just for the grip itself, not even like functional, even just leaving the rest of the blaster stock because that looks
Yeah.
really nice.
100%.
And
I
it's a
love
dang
the
comfy
look.
grip.
Yeah, it looks. It's perfectly just aligned and everything. It's good stuff. Hey, it's getting 154. Very
Pretty good
nice.
for pistol.
Oh yeah, pistol. You got the B car. The magazine. It worked. It works so. It just looks like a flywheel blaster, which is great. Oh, that is. I love that. That is just as much as I love. You even have fake motors, or just motor.
Well, I guess just leave them in there. Just make a little bit of room, shove the barrel in between, leave everybody else as is. That works.
Hey, I gotta go charge my my blaster really quick.
Mink.
Uh, yeah, that looks so good. It's great because it's amusing on so many levels, and it's a fully functional blaster. It
Well,
fully
it's
functions
audacious on so many levels.
yeah, I love it.
Now, I guess we'll wait and see if anybody during the voting calls foul. Our thing's not even painted. Well,
We never said we had to paint. It's
that's
just integrated.
yeah. I mean, I think painting is generally implied. Although Primate mentions he likes the idea of painted integrations. How how good can you make a build look with minimal putty and no paint as a theme for a competition?
Yeah, paintless integration. Yeah,
Adding that to the list.
yeah, that's
Just
the
one of those
list.
days.
That's
This is the
to the list.
housekeeping, I suppose, right?
That's huge skill because you got to make your cuts so clean that you can just put them together.
Yeah, and then just minimal putty and filler.
Yeah.
So let's say paintless. Poppy, you're making it really difficult to type with my offhand.
Yeah, it looks so well.
No, not pointless. Don't say pointless. Paintless.
Paintless. Yeah,
Paintless.
I'm having just to go back. I'm going back to go. Oh yeah, he did that. He did that, and it's just got the little the battery door you had to cut out.
And that space he cut out in order to fit the weird internals in there,
Yeah,
he could have just put a solenoid in it.
he could have. He could have, but he went the different direction.
That's different direction, all right.
Yeah, it is. This is the antagonist to Flywheel the World.
I dig it.
Springer, the flywheel. I don't know, but yeah,
Springer did.
Springer did. It looks, yeah, it just looks like an off-the-shelf blaster.
Well, and you
It's
really
great.
have to appreciate the cleanliness of the bodywork just in the grip integration. That there's no visible sanding marks or visible paint touch-ups or anything like that. It's all pretty discreet.
Oh yeah,
So there was a fair bit of cutting in there on both parties involved. You can kind of see a tiny bit. If you look real close in that one of those side profile pictures, you can kind of see right there where the in front of the trigger.
close. If you take like a magnifying glass, you look really close.
There's a tiny distortion there on the trigger guard, but yeah, that's
Yeah. I just no my
if you weren't looking for it, you
Oh,
I mean, you wouldn't have any
100%.
reason to look for it. So
The thing that impresses me is the Fox flywheels with the motors that are wired up.
oh yeah, the faux internals. It's just
Exactly.
it's like don't ask, don't tell. It's like
Yeah.
looks good.
Looks good. Yeah. Well, that's another. So that's another one finished. Which yeah. As I said, he had fun this year, and I'm glad he did. And that's
Well,
awesome
that's what we're here for.
blaster. Yeah. It's a crazy little thing, and I love it. All right. Going to the next one. which
I don't
is
think I think
Alec.
the only update was just mentioning that he had to repair some putty and stuff.
Oh yeah, got some done tonight. Had an extra screw post. Yeah, hey, still an update. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
right side.
still working on it.
Legit. So yeah, definitely looking forward to more of Alex's stuff. Yeah. Next one, does Drunkle have any more updates? Nope. That was just from last
Nope, I think that
time.
was the end of it.
Yep. All right. So that is all of Compact. We have a lot of
There's a
heavy,
lot going on.
lot going on. Love it. People are throwing down in the best way possible.
Mm-hmm. And more crossing
Yeah.
the finish line.
Yeah. The Captain Shotgun, do the wires not go anywhere? Or do they go somewhere?
Bluetooth.
Yeah, exactly.
Bluetooth flywheels.
That's just the.
We're so close on that
next.
technology.
It's just the next step up is just, no, a Bluetooth little Bluetooth speaker that just plays flywheel sounds every time you fire.
There you go. Still counts.
Yeah.
Another busy class.
All right. So next we have Captain Shotgun. What update are we on?
In the paint.
Yeah, yes, we had.
I think last time, I think right about last time he was just filling in the last little bit of putty work before the final paint.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we got some April 1st updates. Tape being applied. Nice tape. I know. Yeah, you were asking about how to mask. So did you decide just to go with tape? Exactly. It's like the EV playing an engine sound. It's the Springer blaster playing the flywheel sound. But you see, the great thing about the EV playing the engine sound is you can make that sound whatever you want. Yep. All right. So we got some
nice little skim coats for filling in a couple little pinholes and scratches.
Yeah. It's coming together nicely. Let's see. Applied more vinyl dye to this half. Plan to tape it tomorrow. Yeah. So you'd end up using. Okay. I mean, tape is like, the most straightforward way. I know we said a lot of like weird other ways to do it. So, but it's all good. Let's see. Vinyl dye is done. Gonna tape stuff up. I thought that was a fire, like a wood fire stove for a second of this pipe, but I'm like, no, wait, no, that's not
Put
it.
the plastic on top of the stove to dry.
Exactly. You take a flamethrower to it, it's good. But no, it's fine. It's all good. It looks, it's coming along nicely. Very nice paint. Very smooth. It's coming along nicely. Hanging the blasters up to dry. Yeah. Once again, people painting a million times better than I ever can. It's all good. Yeah, finalized done. We got a little bit of a little scuff, but it's all good. Sanded lightly. A few cuts of paint won't be visible. It's all good. Change title post to Red Mist. Didn't like Red Mist. Change title post to Straven 1. Fair enough. Change title post back to Red Mist. Fair enough. You got time. You got to think of the names and stuff.
We got to let the blaster decide what its name is.
Exactly. Yeah. Got his full update. If people haven't watched, Captain Shotgun has really good just updates on their blaster. It's always good to take a look.
Yeah, real regular updates.
Yeah. First time painting, not done. But I think it's looking pretty good. Yeah. It's coming along. And the foregrip.
Little two-tone action.
Yeah. 2 more coats of paint. Gonna wait 2 or 3 days, pull off the tape. Give it another 2 weeks before I dump a whole can of clear on it. Okay.
Not all at once, though.
Yeah. Or, well, you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to put a full can of clear coat over it at once.
No, not generally. That generally makes frowns happen.
Fair, fair. All right, and then we name change again. Ghost Straven. Name change again. Deep Fake. Fair enough. Fair enough. And then the tape came off. It's a nice line. I like that.
Always the most exciting part of the build is pulling the tape.
Yeah, or that's the most stressful part. It's like, come on, come on. Nothing pull up, nothing pull up.
Just like painting a car, though. Once you peel the tape, you get all the contrast from the different components and stuff, especially if you're doing like a two-tone. So it's when the build really comes together.
Fair, fair. But yeah, no, it's this reminds me of what's the they did the rival line.
Phantom Core.
Yeah, Phantom Core. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a nice little two-tone action going on.
A silly novelty for a blaster line, but it probably saved them money. But it did look nice. The blasters were nice looking.
Yeah. Good evening to you, Jay.
Oh yeah, thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Nah, it looks good. This looks like something out of Mass Effect, to be honest. I love it. Like a little space blaster. Haven't seen the other side. Yeah, it's all coming along. Space. Yeah. No, paint turned out nicely. Yep. Two coats. Gonna do a bunch of thin coats. Captain Shotgun says, very nice. And then, the concern that they mentioned today, let it sit for 2 weeks. That's the 22nd. The problem is, supposed to leave to go to Daytona Beach. 21st, won't be back until 4 days before the end of the competition. That only leaves 3 days to paint.
Well, I guess if it's dry enough to handle, I mean, you're handling it pretty good in those pictures. And, if you can't, drag a fingernail across it, and if it's not leaving a mark, then you're probably clear to clear it.
Yeah.
I hope.
Theory.
But I'm also generally one to rush paint jobs as well, because, dang it, you just get excited sometimes.
Yeah, I set mine on fire. It works, technically.
Come on.
Yeah, don't recommend that. We here at MERGEMASTERS do not recommend setting your blaster on fire for safety reasons.
Yeah, not if you can help it anyway. Sometimes it happens, probably.
Yeah. But yeah, it's as we said, as I've been saying this whole competitions, I don't like Stravens. I like this. The way you did the second stage, it's good.
It's at least a new take. So.
Yeah. It works. It's clean. It adds the right balance to it. And
which I think is huge. Straven proportions always kind of threw me off, but yeah, something about short in the middle, long on the front, just kind of like, oh, well, this is different. This is it seems to fix a lot of the sins.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Get that clear cut on. You do you, however you want. Yeah, whatever you feel.
Go light
right.
coats.
Light coats. Find mist.
Yes, but you go too heavy on a clear coat, and it's going to take forever to cure. Do a couple light coats, let it flash off. Light coat, just enough to get a even smooth coat on there, and let it go, and come back, let it flash off, clear coat. Anyway,
what does flash off mean?
That's where it's
evaporates.
It's not wet anymore. It's not like dried, but it's
tacky.
Basically, it's enough. Yeah, almost. It's kind of like that weird. Like just past tacky, basically.
Okay. Learning things. But yeah, so next up we got Primate's Bulldog.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Getting into the fun greebly parts here.
Greeblies. So
that was very exciting last time.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Not a whole lot of additions, just a few other little additions.
I mean, I know we looked at this last time, but that's just how he lined that up. Yeah.
Well, it's a nice little bridge between the shells.
Yeah.
Kind of distract your eye from saying, "Hey, there's a line where the plastic changes." It just kind of helps, blend it over, carries your eyeballs across that seam.
Yeah, nah, it works. It works really well.
And I like this little addition. He just added the little added a piece that kind of looks motory or whatever. I think it's the next image over. Yeah, this little part, which is from a. Is that a Rampage? Like the Sonic Rampage?
Is that a? I mean,
Like,
yeah, you see the
isn't
Sonic Blue Ice shell.
Or is that? That's not part of a Retaliator barrel. I think that's Rampage for some reason, but I don't have one.
I'm googling it.
Oh,
where?
I've got a Sonic Clear one, but I can't see the details because it's clear.
Where would
and
it
it's
be?
really dusty.
I don't think it's a Rampage. Probably if you're in here, what is it? Reveal to us your secrets. Oh. Yeah, because the Rampage is that. Like, am I missing it where it would be? It's on the other side?
I'm wondering, because it does get kind of weird around the Magwell area. But maybe I'm super messed up. Hailfire?
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 Hail? What madness?
Hailfire?
What madness is this? Hang on. Sonic Ice Hailfire.
Oh, that's a Toys R Us one. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember seeing one of those in the very few times that I went to Toys R Us.
It's the handle?
That's clear. No.
Yeah, look at that. That's from the handle.
Whoa. Whoa.
I've never guessed that in a million years.
Okay, you win.
Yeah. Wow.
All right. I never, ever would have considered using the handle. It would have been, if I was parting one of those things out, I probably would have gutted it. The handle would have had to come off. It would have got thrown in a pile somewhere, probably thrown away.
Yeah.
And I would have been focusing on just the main shell parts. And there's not that much to work with besides that really sweet grip and that even sweeter trigger pull.
Yeah, the trigger pull's nice.
The grip or the handle thing. Handle thing, Poppins.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, it's
wow.
Priming wants to use it. Yeah,
this might be the biggest breakthrough of at the very least this stream. Whoa, I was not even. Hailfire was not.
No.
Was not on my bingo.
No, 100%. Yeah. Cut off the bits.
Well, and there's a lot to work with.
Oh.
Could the Hailfire be like the new Maverick as far as having a very generous grip for added details and things?
Maybe.
Man, my little world just got rocked.
Do you own a Hailfire? All mine were left back in Australia.
No, I got two over there, and then I've got that are functional. Yeah. One's missing a battery door. If anybody's got a battery door, come talk to me. But I do have one in pieces over there because I was going to cut off the grip. But man, I'm going to be looking at that handle now, boy.
Yeah, no, it's a nice little green blitz. They seem to cut off really well.
Getting all riled up.
Yeah,
okay. I can sleep.
Yeah, J-Rose using the Arms of the Angel song. I mean, that's most of the. Anytime we look at blasters, it's just, well, that's a nice blaster. We're gonna cut it open.
I only need your parts.
Exactly.
Nothing personal.
It's gutting it. Yeah, no, that works well. It's very cleanly cut and just put on. Yeah.
Huh. Wow.
Oh, you know what? If we would have read bits from a Hailfire handle, we don't read here.
Sorry. Stop laughing. Go back to sleep.
Changes the title of this episode to "We Don't Read."
Sorry. Whew. Okay. We're gonna have to do better about reading.
Yeah.
What is this thing? Doesn't read caption.
I get some.
What are we
software,
on Facebook or something?
Exactly. I get some software that can pull the words and then just read it for us into a voice to text.
That'd be nice. So we have a nice robot being like, so I decided to take this thing off, and I cut the thing and did this and whatever. That way we can just look at the pictures and go, well, that's a nice picture of a thing. Thanks, robot lady.
Yeah. I'll see what I can do for next stream.
Shouldn't have to come to that. We should just be better.
We
Why aren't
better.
we better?
Nah, reading's hard. Words are difficult. Language.
Uh,
But yeah,
I'm
so
embarrassed. I'm still coming down from the high of
I'm
figuring
just,
out what this is,
what's
which I could have avoided by just reading the thing.
reading it right below it. Yep, that's us. But So done. Apparently, Primate's done being serious. Why so serious? And you're gonna have some fun with build. Always good. Deadline's been stressing me, so myself that completed project's just a loose definition. Yeah, exactly. We always want to see it done, but at the end of the day, it's just a fun competition.
Mm-hmm.
No stress. And what you have already looks amazing.
Oh yeah.
So
No, I've learned a lot of things here from watching your build.
Yeah.
What were those blue things from that we talked about last time? Was that the Trailblazer? Was that the one? Those things?
Some bits from the 2.0 prospect.
Prospect.
Because he wrote it, so I read.
Captions.
Yeah.
Captions.
Look.
Oh, sorry. Go back.
Yeah. It's looking good, and yeah, and no, it's no stress, Primate, but yeah, we're looking forward. We want to see it done. Doesn't have to be done at the competition, but we'd love to see it.
You're still allowed to have a life and do the things you want to do.
Yeah.
But we'd sure like to see this too.
Exactly.
This too. Maybe we can meet in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, with the blaster with the already labeled parts, so we don't have to go and look for them. Yet we go look for them anyway and ask the questions.
You know, he could just walk up to us, blaster in hand, with sticky notes all over it. We would peel, saying what things are. We would peel the sticky notes off.
Oh, what's this? Oh, it's on the sticky note.
Just tell me. Say words at my face. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
What a mess we are. What a mess we are.
That's all good. But yeah, so going on to Bubba Yaga. Where were we with
which we learned how to pronounce.
Did we?
No, the name of the blaster that I don't remember where it was.
I don't remember what it was either.
Well, I'll have to watch last stream and talk to you guys later. Sorry. Nobody spelled it phonetically. Did he spell it phonetically in the text? I can't read the text. Real quick, can you just kind of scroll through that and make sure it's not like spelled phonetically?
Somewhere.
So it would have been probably the stuff we covered last.
No, it was actually it was one of my friends in chat that did it phonetically for us.
That's right. Okay.
It's fine. It's all good.
I remember it was like ape is like ape hyphen leotes, or is it like a
apeleotes?
Gosh, I'm apologizing. Yeah. I'm terribly sorry.
I don't English. That's fine. English is my first language. It's Greek.
I don't do that either.
I don't words.
I had a Euro once. That was interesting.
Yeah, so
something about lamb. Anyway, hey,
stuff.
Changing things up, going with a different front end, which hurts my heart because I really like that long nose on it.
Yeah, same.
But he found his true self in the shorter muzzle, so that's fine. It's not my blaster, but I can appreciate concepts.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, it's a guy. No problem. It's wow, words. Foam Dart Marksman. Call Sirs. There we go. That's your name. I know name. Wow, we can't brain today. It's crazy. Yeah, no problem. It's an awesome blaster and it's crazy. Like I said, I love the Fox flywheels and everything on it. It makes me laugh. But yeah, going back to Bubba. Yeah, so they did the different nose.
Which, I can't blame him, getting that cool little optic thing on top and the nifty little foregrip. I kind of like that longer muzzle, but
I do like the longer muzzle too. But what they're doing works. What I'm feeling.
I'm not going to complain. I've
Yeah.
seen enough of your work to trust your call on everything.
Trust the
So
process.
you build what feels right, and I'll nod and smile.
Yeah, exactly. And they're probably gonna have the biggest blaster in the competition from what it looks like. It's gonna be a close tie.
But that's fine as long as it fits in the box.
Exactly. All right. Yeah. So looking forward to that. 2 weeks
And
left.
what was the is the Ultra? I can see it in the text, and I've got
Huh?
one. I can't remember what it was called. The Ultra whatever. Focus, is that what it said?
Which one? Ultra Focus. Yes, Ultra Focus
Focus, yeah.
front, smaller than the Ultra Selects. Yeah. First time using it's also their first time using epoxy sculpt.
Oh,
So it's amazing. Use some local alternative, but epoxy sculpt's perfect. Pricey, but worth it.
yeah. It
It's
is
their
nice in certain applications.
it's their first time, and it's like smooth as butter. Cool. I'm gonna go sit
Well,
my. I'm
not
gonna go
first time
sit.
using putty, just first time using
Ah,
a luxury product, you might call it.
fair. I'm still gonna go sit in my corner and sulk. It's
Ah,
just like, here's my lumpy things of clay. Uh, yeah, no, look good. Look forward to it. We'll have we'll get the phonetic pronunciation, the phonetic thing written out, and we'll sticky note to it to our foreheads, so we can say the name once for the
well,
awards and everything. Or
yes,
the like
we'll have to be extra. We'll have to like write scripts with phonetic pronunciations of everything,
exactly.
and also labels saying what components were used that we can't seem to read in the actual
Yeah.
text of the listing.
uh.
We're not professionals. We just act like it a lot
Yeah.
sometimes when we feel like it,
Yeah.
and we're apparently not feeling it today.
We're professional at acting like we're feeling of professionalism. Yeah.
Next.
Next we have Papa Bludgeon's Tactical Car Door.
Ah, yes. A little bit of progress.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The
Yeah, the one that's the getting converted to Mega,
oh, got some internals
as I
going
recall.
on. Yeah. Mega Fly Core. All right.
I didn't know that was a thing,
Neither did I, but it
but I
lives.
like it.
Lives,
Well,
and
I'm
I'm
going to
looking
take that
forward to it.
knowledge and hopefully turn it into something cool someday.
Yeah.
Done a few Mega Flywheels. I've just never finished one.
Yeah.
Someday, guys.
Alignment's always
Someday.
always a little tricky with Mega Flywheels. One day. But yeah. And next up we have Twisted Model World.
Twisted coming out of the,
Twisted.
you know,
Third entry. Here we
coming from
go.
the back of the pack,
Yeah.
and leading the way.
There we go.
Already in paint at this point. But
We got the first mock-up on April 1st. I like that. Nice little stock. Nice little... Yeah. Now using the Mex Pro as the main blaster. The long shot stock. Top rail, retaliator barrel. Okay.
I think this is the first time I've seen a Nexus, like a Nexus Pro, as a integration base.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Yeah. Well, because they always were a little bit pricey. But, I mean, they've been out for long enough that you can find some for a better deal.
It's just nice seeing pro level stuff as, you know, instead of it seems like
Modding
there's been a
fodder.
line between here's integration stuff, which is all your Nerf toy brand stuff, and then there's a line, and then your competition stuff that's all super serious.
Yeah.
And here it's like we're finally seeing the blending of the lines of here's this thing that's all hardcore, but it looks neat and fun.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's coming together nicely. It's is this gonna be flywheel? Is this gonna be Springer? Have they mentioned?
It's all Springer inside still.
Springer. Okay.
At least
A little update video. Very nice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, stock broke off. So new plan's been thought of.
yep, nothing wrong
Oh,
with new plans.
Raider stock.
Mhm.
Raider stock.
That's interesting.
This is like Warp speed modding.
Yeah, for the third time.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah.
And if I could complete a build in 3 years, I'd be feeling pretty good. And here we got every 2 weeks, it's something new.
2 weeks, new build. Bam, bam, bam. Knocking it out. But yeah.
And actually finishing them.
Yeah.
What?
Damn. We're in paint. Okay. we just.
Why
there
not?
we are. We're suddenly in paint. Day 6 of the mod. We're in. Wait, is he done?
Yeah. From the last time we talked, yes.
What the?
Yep.
Yeah, if it's right side. Looks good. Wait.
J-Ro, I don't know if he's a witch. Perhaps some kind of cryptid, though. Because this is not what mortal men do.
Wait. Okay, so that's that barrel material. That's that. You put that. Okay, so you added those bits. And those bits. Long shot stock. Long shot dot didn't work. Crazy. Just tacked on all that. This is like, yeah. It's like, and then we're done. And it looks like off the shelf, but it's not because
I got some fancy rails and the different stock.
Yeah, different stock modded. It's like the stock looks like it's one piece. The heck?
Yeah, and it'd be cool if it was compatible. I don't know if he was able to modify the Nerf stock to be buffer tube compatible, or if it's just glued on or what. But it'd be interesting to see how he did that, because it looks nice. It looks natural.
Yeah, the rail
looks like a nexus with a rail riser. Yeah.
Yeah, all the added rails is really nice. It works. It's clean. Holy crap!
That counts.
Yeah.
In about a week.
Is that the fastest? Is that the fastest mod in the from start to finish?
It's got to be one of his. I mean,
no, in the competition. This competition.
That's what I mean. But
yeah,
all 3 of his were done in about a week. If not like 8 or 9 days or something. I don't think it took 2 weeks on any of them.
It hits 230.
Nice.
It's as pro level.
Yeah. Well, I guess he didn't have to cut into the actual internals anyway. It's mostly cosmetic stuff. But hey, still counts.
It's awesome, yeah. Crazy.
Man.
Damn.
To be able to just sit down and dedicate time and be able to just, I'm going to build a thing and then build that thing. Oh, gosh, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'm looking at, okay, so 2 weeks ago, essentially, March 31st, here's a picture. Mocked it up. Not only just mocked it up, had a issue, had a hiccup, a speed bump. Had to redesign the stock, right? Because it fell off. So
yeah, had to break the putty off and clean up all the old issues. Yeah,
exactly. Second iteration of the build. It's not even the first one. Not even because nothing. It didn't even go smoothly. If it went smoothly, he would have been done like a day earlier or something.
Yeah. What's the final date on that one in paint?
The final date in paint is April 6th.
Oh, yeah, 6 days.
Yeah, 6 days.
Hey, oh man, okay.
6 days. Let's see, 7:58 p.m. Because we gotta go into hours now. 7:58 p.m. to. So it was 6 days and 5 hours and 24 minutes.
Jeez.
From post to post.
Nice work.
Awesome work. Awesome. Very impressive. Are they like a superhero, like the Flash or something? 'Cause you know this person, right? They used to nerf with them. Not this one?
No,
No, not Twisted. Ah,
not no. They just kind of popped in and said, "Hey, I'm going to build a thing," and then
yeah.
proceeded to build 3 before anybody could do anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Crazy.
I'm not sure anything about him.
Oh, awesome work, Twisted.
Man, I don't know what he's eating, but
Yeah.
I'd buy that.
Pure caffeine.
You know what? I'm willing to try it if it gets a few of these builds finished off the wall. Jeez, just start me an IV and put whatever you need to in there, and
put it in.
Give me a long weekend. Apparently,
a long weekend, you get several things done. Apparently, yeah, awesome. Long Shot Pro. Crazy. Well, we only have 3 categories, so he can't enter again. Because he has time to do 2 more blasters. Technically, looking at that time frame.
Yeah, no, just take a break, sit down, eat something, or take a nap, or
They
just
reconstructed their house and built a car, and then I don't know. They graduated again with another degree.
Yeah, what are you going to do with all this free time you have now? All of a sudden,
exactly.
Jeez. All right.
But yeah, awesome work. Let's see. So what else we have? We have Crow. Yeah.
Who had a brief pause. Due to a little inconvenience of having a house fall on their having a tree fall on their house.
Yes.
Oh.
Tree shall not stop me. Can't stop, won't stop. We believe in you, Crow. As I mean, I said it half jokingly, but I kind of hope that Crow follows through with it, of integrating a bit of the wood from the tree into the blaster, just so you can point. Yeah, exactly. Out of spite, and just so you point at it. Oh yeah, and this wooden bit, this is part of a tree that fell on my house. Just point it out to say it.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. There's still time.
Still time. Yeah, believe in you. Because I mean, with their last, they had the mock-up all ready to go. Things already started being put together. So
I know they're having issues with fit after things got puttied, having a hard time getting the shells to fit back together the way they had before. And so we'll see if they're able to get that wrapped up.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, the basic construction of the build looks pretty good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the profile is nice and everything, and yeah.
And it's got a Baron. That's good enough for me.
Yeah. Tree won't stop you.
Throw a Baron under a blaster, and I'll give you a high five.
Yeah, a little master key. High fives all around. But yeah, looking forward to it. Good luck, man. And let's see. I want to see that wooden bit on. I want to see the wooden bit on it. Little tree. Yeah. And so next we have a blaster show.
Ah, yes. And another update video since last time. Good videos. Really well edited, really well put together.
Oh, yeah. Blaster show
very informative with 0 words. But you say a lot in your actions.
Yeah, because we don't read, so it's great.
Sad, because it's true.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so just...
Anyway, I like that they kind of highlighted a couple of the aspects here, which it's also featured in the videos, but just kind of like, here's this little piece, and here's it doing a really neat job, kind of blending and stuff like that. So just very, very cool.
It's blending together nicely. It's great.
A lot of interesting twists and turns in the video. Watching all the pieces kind of come together, where it's like, oh, here's this thing. I'm going to cut this piece off of the blaster I'm already using and integrate that. So a lot of clever recycling within the blasters already selected for the job. He's not really having to pull out of the parts bin for certain little pieces and stuff to add. He's able to use, really using all the buffalo. If that's not culturally insensitive to talk about now or something. I don't know. Some people get upset whenever you reference any old sayings. But
nah. He's using all the meat.
Holds true here.
Guts, horns, and all. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean that's always because because it's like, what else are you gonna do? You got bits of this blaster you're not gonna use. You throw it in the parts bin and it really just never gets used again. But he's
right here.
Yeah. Right there, it works. It's clean.
Yeah. Clever use.
Yeah, very, very. It's working out
especially
really
there. I
well.
know many times I've considered using a desolator for integration just because they're so dang narrow.
Yeah,
But aside from just wrapping a Centurion or something like that around them, it's spots like that part above your thumb on the desolator that's got the little ribs on it.
yeah.
It's like, gosh, how would you tie that in without just grinding everything smooth and adding something else?
Hmm.
Well, he just has it roll right into those parts from the under the front of the crossbolt, and just carries
That's what
that
that
straight
is.
across.
Okay.
Ties in the weird part of the thumb hole, the gray parts there.
Yeah.
Kind of carries that line all the way through. It just watching the video, there's several instances of like, ooh, hey, that's a cool idea. Oh, hey, didn't see
Hmm.
that coming. Ooh, yeah, I know what you're doing there. Nice. So, highly
Yeah.
recommended. Watch some videos.
What does that say? What does that say? Ard. But yeah, no, it's good videos. It's good storytelling at the end because
Mm-hmm.
you can even see like representation of that storytelling in this picture. You have you have the gap, you have the piece. Put the piece
Boom.
there. And it works. Simple. Yeah, and it works really really well.
I really like this little section here,
What is?
especially adding that little bit where the bottom of the thumb hole link on the crossbolt isn't quite long enough to be practically usable, but it leaves this kind of awkward space behind the grip. And so instead of trying to smooth it out or whatever, he's able to pull a weird piece off of something on the stock and make it look somewhat intentional.
Yeah, yeah, and it does. It looks like it's one. It could be there. Obviously the hot glue points at it, but that's just to hold in place.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, it looks great. And so apparently that little note in that first one that I was pointing out is a reward as part of a rewards card, which is amusing.
Qdoba, nice.
Yeah.
I've never been to one of those. Drive by one every day, going to work. Never been inside one. Don't know anything about them.
I don't know what a cubo is.
Me neither. I think it's like some kind of. I asked somebody once, and they said something about tortillas, so I assume it's some kind of southern Mexicanish thing or something.
Cuba. Oh, yeah, it's just a Mexican restaurant. Okay.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
Yeah. Some like chain fast food. Okay.
well, if you're cutting up the rewards card, does that mean you're not dining there anymore, or is that was that an expired thing, or was it? Um,
Everyone uses apps nowadays. Rewards cards don't really exist too much.
ah,
But yeah, yeah. But
kind of like
once
Chipotle. I've had some Chipotle. I've enjoyed
yeah,
some Chipotle. So,
Chipotle.
well, maybe one of these days I'll stop in.
Yeah, it's as we said, it's like it's a good watch. And we have a lot of people doing really nice update videos. You can see the process.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, they closed down a couple years ago. Rip.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks good, Blaster. I'm looking last show. I'm looking forward to it. This one always. I love this one always so much. This photo. I don't know. It just tickles me. Of like it's level.
Dead level.
Dead level. Yeah, I think Clowny also updated last week, right?
Yeah, he was into paint stuff already.
Oh no, he upgraded after
Yeah.
after the stream. So yeah, we can touch that.
It counts.
Yeah.
Get his little filigree stuff
Did we do
last
this?
time.
Okay, where were we? We were short hiatus. Oh yeah, because we talked about the skulls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, got kind of a base coat, picking out some details now.
Yeah.
Clowny paint, man.
Clowny paint is just. Everyone is so talented. It's just like, oh, here I
I
am
might
with
send
my
something to Clowny sometime
here I am with my
and
finger
have you
paint.
paint it. We'll be talking about that later.
Yeah, it's good. It's just like, I guess everybody was saying, oh yeah, you got some.
It's good with like the dry brushing and I don't know what kind of weird magic he uses to get the depth and details and stuff, but
He uses his
I like
clowning magic. Clown magic or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's just
yeah, whatever
it's
he's got
good.
going on, I'm here for it.
Yeah. Because this is right? Is this painted?
Yeah,
And did he just hand painted that?
apparently.
I gotta
I don't
go
know
back.
what his technique is,
I
but
gotta go back in
I
time.
wouldn't mind watching a video on it.
Okay, so there was some texturing already.
Yeah, there is kind of a weird leathery gator skin looking detail there.
Yeah, but it's going from the plastic looking gator skin to actually making it look real because
Yeah, I don't know if he's doing a if it's just dry brushing or if he's using a wash or something to bring up the details. I don't know, but I like it.
yeah, it's good. As you said, clowny and painting. So he does good stuff. Yeah. And that's the updates. We got
At the end of it.
that's the last Gulliver.
Nice. Gosh, that's an even 2.5 hours. Should we kill it quick?
Nah, we got to talk about prizes and stuff.
Oh, prizes! The
Prizes
most exciting
and
part,
stuff,
the part that we've
yeah.
not really talked about before.
Yeah, well, we've been
The reason
hinting
most of
at
these people are here.
yeah, we've been hinting at things, but so we have a new well, we're still hinting at it, but at least we can kind of announce more. So we're gonna have new from Silver Fox and Containment Crew, the Scared line. We're gonna have something from that line for the first place winners of Gulliver, Compact, and Minigration. So we'll be
have 3 of those.
Yeah.
One per class.
Yeah, one per class. So yeah, we'll have that for this first place. We're working out what it's going to be, but we'll announce that as soon as we get that finalized.
Well, I hope it's by next stream because we're immediately going into voting afterwards.
Yeah, immediately go into voting. So
or at least going into prepping for voting anyhow.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll have the obviously we'll have the gopher teeth for first place, and we'll also have the something from Scared for each of the first place classes. For those who don't
first place
know,
is going to be treated pretty good, apparently.
Yeah, first place can be treated pretty good. I activated a keybind on accident. There we go. Okay. Containment Crew. Let me just bring it up so I can easily get that. For those who don't know the Scared stuff, I'll link it in chat. It is like it's tactical gear. It's more brightly covered, a little safer to use in public instead of the black stuff that's normally around.
It's still really well built.
Very well built. Very, very great. Very good products. And yeah, so nice little thing. And they're great people. So yeah, it's those will be coming along. The other thing that I'll let everyone know, and I let Nathan know this before the thing, is we have the prototype patches are somewhere in custom land, and for MERGEMASTERS, which will be out, and we
hoping they come out good.
Yeah. So as long as they're good, as long as we're happy with them and everything, MERGEMASTER patches, and there'll be a patch for first, second, and third place of each class.
Special ones.
Yeah, special ones. And then there'll be a more generic one that will have available for purchase just to help MERGEMASTER costs and stuff.
MERGEMASTERS,
yeah. But yeah.
Have we already made that joke? Or
Which
has somebody else stolen that already? MERGEMASTERs.
MERGEMASTERs. That's ours. We'll take it. Just take it. You steal it till it's yours.
I don't know how legal that is, but you're the businessman, so I'll let you handle that.
Squatters' rights. Squatters' rights. It's ours. But yeah, so
yeah, really hoping the patches come out, because if the patches come out, did you say the same outfit will do sticker things and other merchy type things, or do we got to find somebody else for that?
We got to find someone else for them.
Rats.
Yeah, that's fine. Patches are hard, especially nowadays with customs being the way it is. It's all a little bit harder, but everything else will be a little bit quicker then.
Yeah.
So we'll hopefully have a little bit more Merge Masters swag ready to go by the time the competition ends.
So we still
Yes.
technically have a month to figure all that out.
Yes.
You know,
We
by
have
the
a
time
month on
voting's
our...
done and we're actually shipping things out. So we're working
Exactly.
on it.
We're working on it. But yeah, we're talking with a few other people to get some stuff done for a few more prizes. I just have to get those confirmed. But yes, it's some cool stuff and some very cool blasters. I'm looking forward to the end of the competition, seeing everyone's finalized awesome blasters. And yeah, a little bit over 2 weeks to go.
Yeah, it's gonna be a busy couple of weeks. Jeez.
Oh yeah.
So there's gonna be a lot of updates coming up because I'm sure a lot of people are gonna be pushing it right to the end.
Yep.
Busting out paint and all that. So
And
it'll be interesting.
We'll remind you again on the next stream, because it'll be 3 days until the end of the competition. Is
Time.
the forms, the forms, all these forms that we're looking at, are going to be locked when the competition ends. So whatever you post is your final post. It has to have all the updates and all the requirements. We're gonna go over again. The final one. I mean, if you're finished and I don't see the correct things, we'll announce. I'll make sure to reach out to you over Discord so that way no one forgets something. But it's just we need to know if we need to know the blaster fires. We need to know the blaster has the correct dimensions. There's other stuff.
Have a pretty picture of it.
Yeah, in a pretty picture. There's other stuff we'd like, but that's up to you if you want to actually include it. Like, we like to know what blasters were in there, and even though we forget to read it,
We'll be better next time.
Well, we promise we'll be better next time. Yeah. But it's awesome, and I'm looking forward to it. Any kind of closing thoughts on you, Nathan?
No, I think we've made fools of ourselves enough today so far, and no, it's really exciting seeing things kind of come down to the wire a little bit, and seeing the amount of progress people can make in just 2 weeks, two generous weeks, you can get a lot done, but geez, to the scale and the degree that so many of these builds are getting put together is just, I am in awe, and I'm jealous of your abilities. So.
Oh yeah. Same. So much talent, ridiculous amounts of talent, just from where you're seeing it starting from, and then where you see it, just where they are now. It's abilities that I will never have. I've accepted this. These people are all better than me. That's fine.
Well, we'll just have to have you compete next year.
Yeah, exactly. Here's my duct-taped 75 recons together. Done.
Well, we'll just have to do like a first-timers class or something like that.
Yeah. All right.
I think we've said enough. Appreciate everybody for coming out and joining us tonight and having a good time and having a little bit of a chat. And appreciate you giving us some time. And we hope that we, gave you your money's worth for it. That we were worthy of your time. So thanks again, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks. Good luck.